Charity, my sister, appreciate it.
No, let me take
Welcome back to
mine
Man
off
Down
because
Sports.
my mic. Oop, my bad. Go ahead, Mel.
Welcome back to Man Down Sports, man. How y'all doing, man?
Cool, man.
What's
Cool.
We
going
good.
on?
Life is
We
good,
good.
brother.
Everybody ready for a good little showdown? I think we go debate on a couple of these topics, y'all. This KD topic gonna be spicy.
Mm.
No, you don't think? You don't think so?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
I'm talking to Bree. She said I don't know.
I didn't
She
say
made a
that.
noise. Oh, what you say? You said
I was
yeah,
like,
I don't
like
know.
spicy, so spicy, make your nose drip snot.
Yeah.
Bro,
So, what? Make your nose drip snot. What's wrong with that?
that's nasty.
Oh, it happens though. It happens though. You know what I mean? I mean, it don't happen out here in Cali though. It just never gets that cold. But
I don't know the
out
way
there.
you look right now. Look cold.
Look a
Oh,
little
that's
sick.
no. That's just because I'm cold. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm cold.
Like,
I
a,
want
a beanie on in 80-degree weather. Take that beanie off.
That's
It
too
was it
funny,
was
man.
it was breezy up there. It was nice little. It
That was straight.
was like
Chris,
68
hey,
degrees.
Chris was just at my house 5 hours ago, y'all. I took him for a spin on my e-bike. You know what I mean?
That shit funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
I left him
That
in the
shit's so
dust.
fun, bro.
I was like, Chris, why are you going so slow? I was like, man, I think I might have been 3 miles in front of him, dog. I'm like, come on, Chris. Are you
First
scared of
off,
speed?
he was not no 3 miles. Second of all, trying to tell this motherfucker how physics work. He's 200 pounds lighter than me. I'm weighing that bike down. It ain't moving. How my 22 miles an hour is different from his 22 miles an hour.
Oh, so college girls, can y'all tell him how physics work and how weight actually makes it go faster?
yeah,
Technically, that is how.
yeah. It was this video that they put up, and it was two teams
Shit,
that went
me.
against each other, and one team decided to put the lightest person, and the other team decided to do the heaviest, and it was the heavier one that won.
They lied. Y'all got fooled. Y'all got tricked.
Just admit it, man. You scared of speed, dog. That's what it is.
Brother, I was holding it down and it was on the highest level. That's where it was. That's what it was doing. Maybe because it wasn't fully charged. It wasn't giving up the.
You was just
the
slow, man. You got
go.
to pedal a little bit
good.
with it too. You got to get
Pedal
the
with it.
just a little bit, so you can get the full. If you want to reach 25 miles per hour on the bike,
You didn't say that. See,
Chris, like that defeats the purpose.
You didn't tell me that. No, and the e-bike was cool. Like I got on it, man. That shit was fun. I got to get back to but it'd be a cool way to get back into bike riding for sure. And the fact that it gets up to like 25, 30 miles an hour at max speed, I could zip around the neighborhood. I can go run errands that's close by without getting in the car. Because the way gas prices is.
Oh yeah, don't even speak about that.
I just put 120 in the hoopty.
Yeah, I ain't never done that.
That was with a quarter tank still left to go. That was to fill up 3/4 tanks was $120.
Yeah, I ain't done that in years, big dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's been a while. All right, man. We got a good show for y'all though, man. We got to get into these topics, man. We will probably maybe take a couple of phone calls tonight. We don't know yet. It just depends on how y'all feeling in the comment section, man. And see if we open the phone lines up. But man, we trying to talk about everything, man. We gotta definitely talk about this Luka situation and the Lakers. I think we'll start with the Lakers and Thunder last night, but then we got to get into Luka.
The Lakers showed up.
Huh?
The Lakers showed up last night.
Well, I mean,
was
that
just some random niggas in Lakers jerseys?
It was definitely 15 ghosts in Lakers jerseys. they
14 and Bronny. 14 and Bronny.
Yeah. Definitely the aliens came and took their skills like Space Jam. That's definitely what happened, man. They got destroyed last night, man. But Luka, the MRI came out and they saying he's gonna miss the rest of the regular season. So he needed one game to reach that 65 game threshold. So we got to talk about that and stuff, man. And Isaiah Thomas is insane, talking about Kevin Durant could have won 6 rings, and Jaden Ivey is I don't know what Jaden Ivey doing, man. So we got a lot we got to discuss, man. But I want to start with the that ain't what I want to start. I want to start with the Lakers game first, y'all. They got beat by 43 points. And Luka got hurt. Reeves got hurt. LeBron barely was scoring. SGA couldn't be stopped. Nobody could stay in front of him. There was no adjustment that JJ Redick did that helped. The Thunder couldn't miss. Like everything was working. They out rebounding them. Everything. They just out everything down. Out coached them. All of that. And the Lakers was on a little streak, and everybody thought they was gonna make some type of run in the playoffs and stuff like that. My question for y'all, though, after seeing the results of that game, a 43-point blowout, what did you learn about both teams? And you know, or was it just, you know, a fluke game? What y'all think?
Well, we know it's not a fluke. We know that OKC is a well-built and well-tooled machine. They can do that to anybody in the league. Maybe not San Antonio, but 28 other teams. And that can happen any night. I think that more so told the story about the Lakers than it did OKC. I think that this version of the Lakers is the exact version of the Lakers we're gonna get in the playoffs.
Against who? Like in the first round, like if they see Houston, you think they get
Cancun.
You know what? I think if Steven Adams didn't go down with injury, because what Houston was doing with Steven Adams and Sengun in the lineup was just out rebounding everybody. The offensive rebounds they was getting was just out of this world. They lose that a little bit with just Clint Capella. He rebounds well too, but he wasn't like Steven Adams, man. You can't move that dude down low. You know what I mean? So I think the advantages that Houston would have had over the Lakers, I don't think they got that advantage. Plus, you know, it's just something about Luka and LeBron that just got some type of mental edge over them boys, like, over KD and Houston. Like, you know, KD don't seem to be able to just overcome stuff like that. You know, ever since the Boston series, it's just like, you know, Kevin Durant is kind of rattled a little bit too easy in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So I think the Lakers would have a little edge over Houston. I would bet on the Lakers in the first round if they play Houston. Well, obviously not now without Luka though. But I don't know. What did y'all learn, Britne and Bree?
I mean, for me, I'm looking at the stats because I didn't really see the game, to be honest with you. But as far as it being a fluke game, I don't think so. I know Luka went down. He played at least 20 something minutes before he went down.
Yeah, he went down at the beginning of the third quarter.
So they were outscored by 20 points in the first quarter, plus 8 in the second, and then plus 14 in the third. I don't know exactly when Luka went down, but that tells me right there, OKC is just a way better team. I know it's the first half, and I try not to look at the first half. So this is what's going to happen throughout the rest of the game, because we've seen time and time again in the second half of games, team come back. They always go on a run, especially in today's NBA. But OKC is just a different animal. They're just a different animal. And then when you go along, it tells the story of total rebounds. Like, you got 50 rebounds to 38. That's ridiculous. That's, to me, is effort, hustle and effort. So I just think OKC is just a much stronger team all around. Even if Luka is healthy, even if Austin Reeves, you said Austin Reeves went down as well, right? Is healthy.
Well, he stayed in the game, but he was laboring most of the first half. Like, he had done something to his back.
But then we know that LeBron, he's just not in position to carry teams no more. He hasn't been in position in years. So they got to get more defense. They just need to they got to build this team a little bit better, in my opinion.
Speaking of LeBron, though, you know what actually worked when LeBron went in the post, and that was the only time they had a mismatch that they could kind of dictate when LeBron went in the post. But since it's not his team no more and it's Luka's, they was running what Luka wanted to run. And that's what OKC was exploiting, and that's what they was ready for, because they were pressuring Luka the full court. And whether it's Casey Wallace lead the league in steals, and he don't even start most of the games he play. So that show you how good of a defender he is. He ripped Bronny 4 times in a row when Bronny got in the game. Like they put Bronny in at the 4th, and some of the starters were still in for OKC, and Bronny was bringing the ball up court. The first play was he pressured him, and then as soon as he got to half court, he picked his dribble up and threw a bad pass that was a steal. And then after that, Case and Wallace ripped him 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, dog. I was like, but that's what they was doing to Luka. They was pressuring him the full court. By the time he got past half court, he was already, done worked very hard to get up the court. And then by that time, now he's calling the screen. They're trying to get into that offense. And I mean, it was just disruptive. I mean, they did a good job of disrupting everything. And they did that even when Austin Reeves brought the ball up. Nobody who brought the ball up, they was getting pressure. And that's the difference between OKC and some other guys, some other teams. So, yeah, that was crazy. Did you see how they was doing that, Bree, or no?
Well, one of the things I wanted to hone in on what you said there is the fact that with Luka, without Luka, the Lakers are pretty much one-dimensional when it comes to their offense. And so what OKC brings to the table is they have so much versatility. They can get you in so many different areas of the court. And it's really difficult to guard and prepare for that type of team. But I can imagine for other teams preparing for the Lakers, it's like prepare for Luka, maybe Austin, maybe LeBron, and even preparing for those guys, they're going to bring the same type of offensive set that they're cut like within their limits. They do what they do really well, but to match up against a versatile team that has an extreme amount of depth on both ends of the court, like OKC, it's really tough. And what I love about OKC the most is that defense that they run. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Alex Caruso in there. I love the defense where they have that mismatch and they'll put Alex Caruso on the 4 or even the 5. And then they'll have like one of the point guards or guards like a AJ Mitchell on the other end to help rotate. And they just have perfected it. And I think it's formidable against any matchup across the league. And so I really enjoy that because whoever came up with that on their team should definitely get a raise.
That's for sure, man. Shout out to my guy Nathaniel. I always see him in the comment section on the playbacks. I never seen him on a live, man, but so shout out to him. He said we got the most logical channel on YouTube. He said respect. Some people are just flat out stupid, man. I appreciate you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, thanks,
logical.
Nathan.
Where the logic coming from? Is it coming from Britne and Bree, or is it coming from me and Chris? I think it's coming from me and Chris. I don't know.
Why you just make this a low-key gender
war? Literally took the words out of my mouth.
Why would you do that?
The gender war is crazy.
Y'all know I like stirring the pot, man. Yeah. Y'all know I like stirring the pot. What's up? My girl from Mississippi. Was it Mississippi or Alabama? I think it's Alabama. Chauvin. What's up, girl? Chauvin in the house, man. Yeah, so the blowout was crazy, but we also lost Luka, right? Luka,
who's we?
Yeah,
we is a lot of people.
the NBA lost Luka last night. You know what I mean? so Luka Doncic is he went out with a hamstring, and he was kind of laboring that hamstring, and they had to give him some treatment at halftime. Coach JJ Redick said for JJ Redick, and he came back out in the third quarter, and he re-aggravated, and I think he did more damage than what it was already there. So they saying he's gonna be out for the rest of the season, which is like 7 games left, maybe. So he's gonna miss the rest of that. And he said anything beyond that, as far as the playoffs, is up in the air. Like they don't know. So
luckily they get a week. They get a week for the play-in.
It might not be enough for a hamstring though. You see how it's been bothering J-Dub. He came back from the hamstring and had to go back out. You know what I mean? It's just
they also been holding Hartenstein out too a little bit there as well.
I mean those things are tricky, man. And his agent, he didn't like it at all, right? And I'm pretty sure, agents, if people got these things in their contract, if they reach certain thresholds and first team this, first team that, they get incentives, and that mean more money for the agents. But because Cade Cunningham agent did the same thing, spoke up for his guy. But Billy Duffy, he said this season Luka Doncic has performed at a historic level. leading the league in scoring, carrying the Lakers to third place in the Western Conference. And I should have let one of you college people read this.
I don't mind reading it. I love reading.
Read. Okay, go ahead.
Each person gets a paragraph. No.
Yeah, I literally, popcorn. Where'd you lead off at?
You can start from the beginning, man, because
Okay.
I stuttered like 5 times.
Okay.
Oh, good.
This season, Luka Doncic has performed at a historic level, leading the league in scoring, carrying the Lakers to third place in the Western Conference, and placing himself in the middle of one of the most tightly contested MVP races in memory. To ensure that Luka's incredible accomplishments this season are rightly honored and he can be considered for the league's end of season awards, we intend to apply for an extraordinary circumstance challenge to the 65-game rule. Luka missed 2 games this season for the birth of his second child in Slovenia. His daughter was born on December 4th on another continent, and yet he was back in the United States competing with his team on December 6th. Luka has gone to great lengths to show up for his team and this league this season. His record-breaking season deserves to be noted in the history books, despite last night's unfortunate injury and other extraordinary circumstances. We look forward to working with the NBAPA and the league office to ensure a fair outcome in this matter.
Okay,
Let me ask y'all this, man.
Sounding like a news anchor.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it. I was trying.
Man,
You see, I was trying though, right? I was trying. but first of all, we got to figure out what the exception to this 60. I didn't even know this 65-game rule had an exception. I'm about to look it up while we talking, but I didn't even know. But evidently they're going to apply for it. I don't know if he qualified for it. I mean, because you got injured, you missed the game by one game. You missed the threshold.
It's a little different than the Cade Cunningham circumstance where his injury was off court related. So I can see how, but I don't know the scope.
How was his injury off court related?
He had a collapsed lung. Did it happen?
Because he got elbowed in the fucking back.
Yeah, they think it happened on the court. They're not sure though, but it was a play. Yeah, it was a play. He got elbowed in the back and he kind of went out. But I think he played a couple of more plays and then went back out and then went to the locker room. But they think, but then no one confirmed that it happened on that play. But they think it happened on that play.
That's what I'm saying. Some people were saying it was because of COVID, the COVID shots.
That's what I would say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of conspiracies out there.
Is this from the same source that told you that K was out for the season?
No, that was like an April Fool's joke.
Mm-hmm.
So he mentioned. I guess he thinks that him. They go get some type of sympathy.
Don't play with K, yo. Don't play with Chris and K.
Yo,
Chris don't play.
Don't play with Cade.
I've been sending him Pistons content all week. Like, I was being nice.
So it looks like he's eligible, y'all. So they're saying,
I think because it's just those 2 games that he like. If he doesn't miss those 2 games for the birth of his child, he hits 65. They're not trying to do the injury. They're just doing the 2 days, and that'll put him over the 65-day game threshold.
Well, this is what it's saying online. They're saying that a player who plays at least 62 games, but not 65, and then suffers a season-ending injury that prevents them from returning by May 31st can still be eligible. May 31st is, I guess he qualifies. Right. So if he applies for it, then how many games did Cade play?
I don't know. Okay, so Cade was at 61 when he got hurt.
I think he had 12 games that he missed altogether.
So he was at 60. He was at 61 games played, and there were like 12 or 14 games left in the season or something like that. But with them saying that he's gonna miss another week, they officially have ruled him ineligible for the awards.
Yeah. So that exception
because there's only 5 games left.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
it's definitely interesting how agents operate, because it was the NBPA that kind of was the one that spoke up about the Cade thing. We didn't hear from Cade's agent, so it's interesting to hear that Luka's agent.
His agent said something too. Yeah, his agent said something too. Yeah, they both released statements. Yeah, he was. They both was pissed.
As of right now, the list of players ineligible for postseason awards. Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Luka if he doesn't get this waiver, Giannis, LeBron, Steph, Embiid, Anthony Davis, Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, Jalen Williams, Austin Reeves. The people that's on the edge are like if they miss one more game, they'll be out. Is Jokic, Denny Advia from the Blazers, Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard, Wembanyama, Evan Mobley. They got Shai Gilgeous on this list just because he's missed 11 games. They got Cooper Flag on here because he's missed 12. But yeah, Evan Mobley has 15 games missed. He can only miss 2 more or 1 more, I think. And then if he misses 2 more, then he'll be ineligible. Victor, Kawhi, Devin Booker, Denny Avia, and Nikola Jokic are all at 16 games missed.
So this is what I say about because there's a lot of people that are saying the NBA needs to do something about this because people that deserve to be first, second, or third team All NBA is gonna mess their legacy up if they don't make it, and they think that the guys that are going to be named All NBA is like not deserving, and I don't think that's true because even though we only have 3 All NBA teams, which is 15 guys, I think you can make the argument that there's about 20 to 22 guys that deserve All NBA almost every year, right? So the guys that let's say Luka, Cade, and Anthony Edwards, there's 3 guys that probably are deserving that won't get it. Who else are we missing? Tyrese Maxey, is he out as well?
I didn't see his name as ineligible.
Okay, so those 3 guys we know. Yeah, those 3 guys.
Austin Reeves was having a good season. He might have been in line for a second or third team.
Nah, hell no.
Austin Reeves not getting second or third team All NBA?
No, not even close.
I don't know. Jalen Williams, he's not going to get any All NBA honors.
He probably would have, yeah.
Anthony Davis is not going to get any All NBA honors. I mean, but
yeah,
Anthony Edwards is not getting any All NBA honors.
Yeah, but those 3 guys, Edwards, Cade, and Luka, are for sure was going to be
All
first
NBA talent. Yeah.
So there's 3 guys off of it, but that means there's going to be somebody like Kawhi who get in, who deserves it. Somebody like maybe Jalen Johnson who deserves it. KD who deserves it. So it's going to be deserving guys that get the All NBA in their replacement.
Well, KD just like probably going to make second team anyway.
Yeah, but just like when an All-Star get hurt and can't play and they name another All-Star, he's deserving as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not watering anything down.
I think it's just life. I think that's just what happens. And then I always worry about making exceptions to rules because it just those case by case scenarios then it just creates further tension down the line if someone weren't to get granted and then someone were to get granted. I think it just creates further conflict and division in the culture. So
yeah,
the rules should never been put in.
And I'm looking at the because it says the 65 game rule, and I was wondering if because I was thinking about it for Luka, Cade, and if they could just suit up, be named the starter, play the opening tip, and get subbed out, would that qualify? And it was
you gotta play 20 minutes.
They gotta play 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what makes me mad too, though? I'm starting to think about it. It's a committee that decides all these guys and who gets it. So why not regulate them as opposed to trying to regulate the league with this rule? I think that's a daggone
good point, man. Like that, man. Good point, Bree. Like, yes, like the NBA front office should instruct everyone who has a vote for everything and say, this is what we're looking for, right? Here's a precept to what I am as the commissioner looking for in all of these awards. And this is what I want you to prioritize, right? So if he put games played on that list, he don't have to put a number of 65 games. It's just like, okay, if I got 2 guys that I can't decide and I need a tiebreaker and one played 70 games and the other one played 60, I'm probably going to go with the guy that played the most games. Like it's not that hard. You can just put the stipulations out there, and the reason why I think they don't do that is because the confusion causes so much conversation. Like we talk about debates all the time, and if it was too clear, then it wouldn't be a lot of debate to go on. I think they like that confusion. It's not hard it's not hard. I mean, we did it in the Navy. You know, when we're selecting chiefs, it's a selection board to select people for the next rank or for somebody that's going to get selected for chief. It's a selection board, but it's precepts that come out every year, and the chief of naval operations tell us exactly what it is he's looking for in a chief, and you know that's what you must select them by. You know, so they should do that for these awards too. But they want the confusion, though, Bree. That's what it is.
First off, I think we need to get rid of the fact that the media members hold the vote for these awards in the first place. Doing that, though, who do we put in place that we could trust to do these awards properly?
Hey, Man Down Sports, baby. We should all get a vote, man. No, Man Down Sports, the podcast itself should have a vote, and we'll all be putting our heads together to come out with one vote that we agree on, or the order, who's getting our first place, second place, third place votes. We should do that.
When the season ends and all the regular season games are final, we should build out our collective all NBA and all defensive teams.
Let's do it.
Quick side note, real quick. Shout out to my baby brother, Brian Bull Jr. in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, you see it. Hold on. There you go, right here. Shout out to my baby brother, yo. I love you so much. Say hi to him, y'all. Like
what's up, Brian? What's good, bro? What's good, man? When you say baby brother, how old is he?
He's 12.
18, 12?
He'll be 13 this year.
Wow.
Yo, y'all watching the game? What is going on? First of all, shout out to Dawn Staley. She going to.
I'm about to get another one.
This her fourth NC tournament, going to the finals. And what's going on between Dawn and Gino? They was just going back and forth. They was going at it.
Uh-oh.
Gino just walked straight out. I don't even think Gino shook his hand. Now he arguing at his assistant.
Yeah, y'all missed. They was in each other's face.
Well, Don go say something about it in the post game. You know that's for sure.
Dawn should have been the coach.
He lost.
She probably gonna keep it professional. She's gonna keep it professional.
I think he mad maybe because her players scored. You know, when the game was decided, they showed. I wasn't paying attention though, and she's still fired up too.
Nobody cares.
Y'all better leave Dawn alone, dog.
Do y'all care about that unspoken rule or no?
What?
Mel and I had talked about that.
When the game is out of hand and the game is over and you score in the final seconds, and I
don't know, man.
I remember Westbrook and Chris Paul got into it, and Chris Paul said y'all wasn't playing defense. So
I care about it.
That's how I feel.
This how I care about it. I care about it to the extent where if you did it to me, I would be pissed off enough to take it out on you next time I play you, as far as how hard I'm gonna go at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it on the court though. But I'm not gonna be pissed off enough for me to go over there and try to push you and fight you. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yo, can we? I know this. We don't talk too much about college, y'all, but it's not really a rivalry. But South Carolina and UConn, the last so many years, just going back and forth. That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, Gino just mad, man. I don't.
Oh no, you mad?
Yeah, you gotta chill, Gino. You know what I'm saying? You can get mad at everybody else, but not Dawn. You can't get mad at Dawn, man.
They just won last year. So South Carolina got their get back after UConn got their get back last year.
I don't know. Texas look crazy. They got to see Texas. That's gonna be a game.
We'll see.
Their game next, right?
Yeah, Texas been beating everybody in the tournament by an average of 35.5.
Yeah. All right, real quick, we'll keep it on Luka, sort of. Mark Cuban is getting a little bit messy in Dallas. And he's been on the podcast kind of saying what he think happened with the Luka trade, and he's putting it all on Nico and saying J Kidd was involved, and saying it was biased, and they had some familiarity with AD, and I mean just a whole bunch of nonsense. And he admitted that was his guess. He's not speaking from fact. He said that's my guess of what happened. And Jason Kidd is trying to, he tried to take the high road and kind of brush it off, but then he had to come back and make a comment about it, man. So I'm gonna play what Mark Cuban said, and I'm gonna play what Jason Kidd said, and get y'all thoughts.
I got a text from a then general manager, and he said, call. And I thought he was asking me what I thought about a potential trade for Luka. He was like, no, Mark, it's done. I was like, oh my God. And I hung up and I called the new owner, and he started telling me stuff that wasn't true, that he had been told as the reason why he approved it. And I'm like, that's not true. This is a mistake.
So who wanted him out?
I think there was a lot of things that went into, and I'm just guessing, right? Luka comes from a culture, Slovenia, the Serbian culture, where he's going to have a beer and he's going to enjoy, and his brothers are going to be there partying too, right? But he's not going to be the guy that is going to be, the guy who takes his shirt off for the cover of a magazine, At the same time, I don't care if he's overweight. He's going to give you 30, 10, and 5, 30, 10, and 10, right? And the number of players that are able to do that, you can count on 3 fingers. And that's what made him special. That's what defined Luka magic, because it wasn't the plays in the second or third or fourth quarter, right? It was the plays at the end of the game. And there are so few people who are able to do that. You don't trade him. All I'll tell you is that it wasn't Michael Finley, and you can surmise who else was in the room.
But it had to be personal then.
I think there was animosity between our former general manager and some people on Luka's team. His agent and some of the people that worked around them. Jay Kidd had coached with Anthony Davis and was close to him. And Nico was close to AD, right? Since he was like 13 years old. You talk about confirmation bias. There was some of that as well. But, that doesn't justify it for, our coach and our general manager to stand up and trade our best player.
So key words he said. One, he said he don't care if Luka is overweight, right? That's the first thing he said. And now we're seeing what overweight gets you for a guy that plays on the perimeter and starts and stops and twists and turns and do all that. He get a lot of soft tissue injuries, right? Being fat and being Jokic and 7 foot and all you do is run straight line, paint to paint. You know what I mean? That's different than what Luka's trying to do with that overweightness, right? So that's real talk. So he said he don't care if Luka's fat, he drops 30, right? Then he said between Kidd, AD, and Nico, there was confirmation bias, and he's accusing them of having some animosity with Luka's camp, and that's why the trade went down. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I think this is unnecessary. Well, what's the purpose of even bringing this up? Like, everybody who you point at Nico, you point at J Kidd, everybody pointing at Mark Cuban. It doesn't matter. The shit happened. Why are we still pointing fingers about who wanted Luka gone? Just because he got injured and now there's something to talk about, or I don't know. It's overcooked food at this point.
I'm trying to figure out.
Do we really care who wanted him out? It obviously wasn't the fans. The fans was highly upset.
There might be some pride element there with Mark Cuban where it's like he built that, he got like he probably felt like I put a lot into assembling that team, and y'all that's the first thing y'all do is get rid of him. I think there's a little pride there with him. Yeah.
But he got the wrong target though, because the new owners essentially they're the ones who made that decision and probably didn't want to pay Luka what that supermax, and so he's aiming his frustration toward Nico and Jason Kidd. He knows better than to badmouth his the majority owner while he's the minority owner. He's not gonna badmouth the majority owner for sure, right? And I think that's whack, and I think that's lame. And I don't think that it don't take balls to come and badmouth J Kidd. He's an employee, and Nico Harrison is not even on the staff no more. He's gone. So badmouthing those two takes no balls at all. And you're afraid to say something about the DuPonts. They're the one who made the decision. So either don't say nothing about it at all, or blame the right person. But you won't do that because he's another billionaire buddy of yours. You know what I mean? I think that's trash. I think it's trash.
And it's trash
Yeah,
too because him and Jason are friends. My fault, Brett.
Yeah, it's
Allegedly
definitely a
friends.
tacky look. It's definitely tacky. It's corny, like Kay said. Like I said, it's unnecessary and for what? Just to make people think this makes me think more so you had something to do with it. You fed the information to the new owners like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just took over. Y'all want to pocket a little bit of extra change. Y'all might want to get rid of this dude so you ain't got to pay this max contract. Yeah. Like that's just grimy shit to me.
I don't know,
What was you about to say, Brittany?
I was like, to me, it still feels like they're trying to save face, and I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, go ahead, Mel.
I think I know why. I'm gonna be real quick because I
Go
thought
ahead.
you finished it first.
He was like, preach that.
I was. Look, the reason why I raised my hand because we cut you off 2 times already, and I wanted to make sure that that I was gonna go after you went. You know what I mean? That I was just raising my hand. I think I know why, but I'm gonna be real quick. The reason why I think he's doing it is because he's trying to make sure that Luka knew that he had nothing to do with it. He's overkilling it. He want to save his relationship with Luka, and Luka, I swear I had nothing to do with it. I swear I had nothing to do. He's trying to drive that point home.
But for what?
What's the odds of Luka coming back? Like I don't. It's done. It's over with. His feelings already got hurt. I'm pretty sure he got over it. At least we hope he got over it by this point in time. Or what? Now at this point in my mind, I will look at it as okay. You traded for some, although they're always hurt, some talented players. How do those current players feel that y'all just keep trying to save face with this one trade that we possibly made a mistake? To me, that's what it's coming across as at this point. Like we made a mistake. We keep pushing blame off on each other. What I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's over. Move on. It's time to move on.
I agree. And if that is your way to save the relationship, for what? You no longer are majority owner of a team. You kind of have no say in any doings when it comes to personnel. Luka, I guarantee you probably will never play in a Dallas Mavericks jersey ever again. So unless you go own another team and then you are able to make a trade or snatch them up in free agency, y'all will never have a employee-employer relationship again. So what, you want to be invited to the wedding and the baby showers? We don't. What is the point?
I think he loves Luka. I think he likes Luka that much. He wants Luka to be, you know what I mean? He really likes Luka. You know what I mean? Like you could tell this was really bad on how it went down because Dirk Nowitzki even severed his relationship with the Dallas Mavericks, man. They all chose a side. And they all, you know, Luka took the people with him and then people that was on Dallas side, I mean, it was split. And then the fans went with Luka as well. That was like, oh man, we ain't buying no more tickets. You know what I mean? So they had to fire Nico, man. So it's just crazy all the way around. Here's J Kidd's response though.
Did you have something you wanted to share? Yeah, I just thank you guys for coming. Listen, as I said in Milwaukee, understanding that we have the best owner in the league, we have the best fans. I know one of our owners, Cuban, had mentioned that I knew about the trade, and so unfortunately, as I have said, I was not part of the process, and I was informed at the 11th hour, and that's the truth. And the comment that I made in Milwaukee about we have to move forward. We've planted our flag, that's Cooper flag, and we have an opportunity to build around him. We had that conversation. That's not a public conversation. But understanding, Mark, again, has done a lot for the Dallas Mavericks and for the city and for myself. So this isn't about he said or she said. It's about he has his opinion, and I'm here to tell you the truth.
Britne, you like that response? He said, I found out about it at the 11th hour. I wasn't part of the process. And he said, we're moving forward. We have our flag, or we've planted our flag. It's Cooper flag. And he said also at the end, Mark Cuban has his opinion. I'm here to give you the truth. What did you like about that response? What you didn't like about it?
I just look at it as this is truth. There's nothing I liked about it. There's nothing I didn't like about it. That's his truth. The only thing I'm concerned about at this point is friction within your organization. And how does that trickle down to your team, right? I mean, because to me, I'm a big believer in the culture is set up at the top. And it's going to trickle down. So if you got friction between ownership, coaching, GM, minority, majority, whatever ownership, there's friction already in your front office. I'm just like, okay, so now how does this look? And I give respect to J Kidd because he takes the professional route. He didn't come at anybody. He didn't put blame on anybody. He just told his truth and kept it pushing. So, I mean, personally, I had no problems with his response. He just told his truth.
That's how you see it too, Bree.
When Britne was talking, I immediately started thinking, you're right, and thinking about the culture of the Mavericks. And I know recently Klay Thompson allegedly said, we're tanking. It doesn't matter, bro. We're tanking. And like, just him saying that, like, got me thinking, this organization, even them getting the lottery pick with a 3.5% chance, I just feel like, and Mark Cuban has admitted openly in interviews that he paid Dwight Powell the same way the Clippers paid Kawhi. So I just got my wheels, while she was talking, got my wheels turning about just the whole culture of the Mavericks. And they definitely contribute greatly to the shadiness of basketball, like the corrupt aspect of the front office. I feel like the Mavericks might embody that in every way. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm not saying it's bled into their actual game and their seasons. We can discuss, what that's looked like over the years, but behind the scenes, the players might be immune to it at this point because they know it's always probably going to be shady.
Yeah. You know what I do like though? They play tough. They play hard. And Cooper Flagg is a good person to lead them. He plays rough and play hard. And I wanted the AD thing to work so bad because the thought of AD healthy, Cooper Flagg and Kyrie is a little bit scary, right? If they all are healthy. But as long as AD is there, I don't think Cooper Flagg will ever be their leader per se. And I think when they decided to trade AD, it was because they was like, yeah, we need to just go all in on Cooper Flagg and just have him and Kyrie, you know what I mean? I mean, because the thing about AD showing up out of shape, he showed up to training camp out of shape and fat. And that was the first time I seen AD fat. And I was like, man, what the hell is AD doing? And then he stayed hurt. And was like, that's the reason. If we go get on Luka for being out of shape and fat and say that that's the reason why he's having soft tissue issues all the time and those type of injuries, we got to call AD out for it as well. And it probably was a good idea that they traded him to not have, like a dark cloud over their locker room. You know what I mean? Because I think that was a bad look for their leader to do that. And I didn't like the trade at first, but now I'm looking at it. The season's done and all that stuff. All right, man, you go get probably a first-round draft pick this year, and you getting Kyrie Irving back, and you still got some good pieces. Middleton is there. He might resign. You got a shooter in Clay. Timu Kobe.
They got Max Christie.
Yeah, Max Christie, Timu Kobe.
Yeah,
I like what they got moving forward for sure. And then if J Kidd is still there, then that's dope.
That's my big. Go ahead, Brie.
No, go ahead. I mean, I've been talking. I was going to say to the point of the draft real quick, because it's a little off topic. The point of the draft, though, getting the first round pick, is that already secured for them? And if they do implement these new tanking policies, do you think it's going to be retroactive or it's going to just happen?
No, I don't think it'd be retroactive. No.
The lottery doesn't happen until after the completion of the whole season. So we don't know where the picks land right now. We won't know that until maybe a week, 2 weeks after the finals. Yeah, so.
Super Chat came in. Appreciate you. He said, where is this miracle place where black people can tell their white bosses what to do? Nico and Kidd made the owners trade Luka, right?
They Kidd black.
We shout out the new member too. There's a new member earlier.
I'm not shouting him out. That was my boy Bird, man.
This is Bird.
Yeah.
Hey, Bird.
Luke, real
he should have been a new member anyway. He should have been a member.
I'm gonna tell you how lame Bird is. Shout out to Bird for being a new member. Thank you, my brother, and thank you for your $99. Not $99, your 99-cent super chat, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
That's that best friend energy right there.
Now, I had a quick question about J Kidd, because Mel, you said if he's still there, do you think with all this back and forth that if it continues, let's hope it doesn't continue. I mean, the season is almost over. Let's hope, they can sit down, have a conversation, get a fresh start. Do you think it could aggravate J Kidd enough to be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this no more? And how does that impact the players?
He loved his job. He loved that job, and he loved Cooper Flag.
All right. Because I feel like they play hard for J Kidd.
Yeah, they do. They do for sure.
Yeah. I love J Kidd as a coach, man. I like him more than JJ Redick.
Did they call Bird light skinned Umar? Or they calling Chris Day?
What? Chris, don't stand for that.
Fight back, Chris. Fight back.
Please.
What happened?
I think you're talking about Bird.
Salute to Chris and the queens on the panel.
Hey, Mel, you a queen. I'm just kidding. He saluted you first, bro. I'm just kidding.
You're not old enough to be a queen. You're a princess. How about that? You need to get your age up.
I'm getting up there.
You're not getting up there, man.
Are you in the 30 club yet?
No, of course not. No.
I'm what month we're in the 4th? I'm 8 months away.
They still charging her like a teenager on her car insurance, man. She ain't even got that little kicker when you know what I mean? When they be like, all right, you experienced driver now, you know what I mean?
Good one. Great one.
All right, let's get into some more debauchery. And this man, Isaiah Thomas, won't quit, man. Listen, y'all. He was on I forgot the name of the podcast with Michelle Beadle and Lou Will and Chandler Parsons. I forgot the name of their podcast, but he was on there. DeMarcus Cousins is on there as well. But Isaiah is on this mission, like some other people that work for Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, and every time they get a chance, they just want to throw something out there that can kind of undermine Michael Jordan's status as the greatest of all time, right? So this time Zeke told them if Kevin Durant would replace Michael Jordan on that Bulls team, he would also have 6 championships. Listen to his explanation.
And I said this to Kevin Durant, and I'm going to say this to all of you sitting on the panel. And I said to Kevin Durant, hey, if you would have played back in our era and they put you in the triple post at that mid post area and they took Michael Jordan out and you played with Pippen and you played with Kukoc and you got to run into the mid post, shit. Would he have won 6 championships? Absolutely. With Rodman and Pippen and Kukoc and BJ and Craig Hodges and all them around him, and he get to post up in the mid-range, and that ball is, targeted to him every night, and he's getting up 25, 30 attempts. Yeah, he can do the same thing. The most amazing thing about Kevin Durant is go back and, ask one of your research guys to pull this data. How many shot attempts does Durant have compared to the shot attempts that Jordan had to break the record?
We got to get a research crew, first of all. That's going to be our number one thing. We're going to take.
He's definitely one of the most efficient scorers to ever play this game. So I can understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking over 16, 17 shots a night. Very rarely is Kevin Durant taking 30 shots. He gives it to you, on 17, 18 shots.
That's real.
Bree, any truth to that?
I kind of zoned out for a second, but
he basically saying Mike ain't nothing special. You know, because the last time he was on this podcast 2 weeks ago, he said Mike ain't do nothing but bring y'all some shoes, and he said all he bought y'all was some shoes. Y'all treating him like he's special. Now he's saying if KD was on that squad, he would get 6 rings as well.
I mean, I think when KD first came into the league and he was on the Sonics, he definitely had some clutch moments on that team for just being a young guy. And I've heard that take before about Michael Jordan. It was more so his team than him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because KD,
a lot of people, they said they're about SGA now.
See, but the thing that separates KD and Michael Jordan significantly, I think, is like mindset and culture and leadership examples for a team. And KD has never been that guy. Maybe we saw a little bit in OKC of it, but he's just never been that guy that really rallies a team and like gives that leadership. And I know that's what specifically Michael Jordan brought to the Bulls when he got there. So I don't know if KD would have what it takes to do that, to like be able to coach a guy like Dennis Rodman middle of the game and have that type of leadership and connection. I'm just, we've already seen KD on many teams, many organizations, many cultures. Just because that guy moves around a lot doesn't make him interchangeable per se. So I wouldn't necessarily agree with that take.
You remember, you mentioned Dennis Rodman. You remember Dennis Rodman was partying and he was in Vegas and Michael Jordan had to fly to Vegas to get him?
Oh yeah. Oh, and or even the story about he came to practice drunk or something like. Oh, that was it. Maybe it was the same instance. He came to practice drunk, and Michael Jordan, something about him finishing first.
Yeah, whatever the case was, leadership had to be at an all-time high. I mean, Michael Jordan showed up to the Bulls, and he talked about how he probably had half the team was on that stuff,
right?
And the rest of them was alcoholics. He was playing with dope heads. Right, to come in and set a different standard than that, right? To play with a hot head that you got to keep under control, like Dennis Rodman. Like we see how Draymond Green is running the muck in Golden State, and Steph hasn't checked him not once, right? So there's a different element that might, like you said, that Michael brings as far as the locker room and leadership and all of that stuff. And then remember, like Isaiah is conveniently leaving out all the stuff that got these names that he named, like Pippen and Horace and BJ. All those guys didn't show up to the Bulls mentally and physically prepared and ready for a 6 championship run. Like Scottie Pippen had to get whipped into shape. He needed a leader like Michael Jordan. He needed an example like Michael Jordan. So that was a different thing. So if you get a weak-minded Scottie Pippen and what KD was, I don't think KD whips him into shape. I really don't. You know what I mean? And that's not a knock on Kevin Durant. That's just saying that they're different, because Kevin Durant with Brooklyn, he had them on a trajectory where they was going to win a championship. He was locked in. I think Kevin Durant led Golden State, even though it was Steph's team and his offense. Kevin Durant was the dude on that, and I felt like his example was very important, just as important as anybody in the locker room. So, Kevin Durant is what it is, but what Michael Jordan had to turn the Bulls into, it takes a Michael Jordan to do that. I don't think Kevin Durant was the guy for that, especially not for 2 3-peats. Ain't no way.
Right. All that sounds amazing. But what Mary say, we don't need no hateration. That's all this is. He's still hating. He's still mad that Michael Jordan forced him to walk, caused his team to quit. They basically quit and had him walk off the court mid-game. So that's he's still hating. He's just mad. After all these years, he's just mad. It's like, bruh.
But how many podcasts he got to go on and talk and say anything about Mike? Like, why
exactly my point.
It's not his year for real. He's just been kind of crazy all year for real.
My thing is, if you're not a huge fan of him, why do you keep talking about him?
That's a good question. So
you're mad. You saying all this negative stuff, but clearly he's still bringing attention to you because you keep talking about him. His name rings bells, so he's putting money in your pockets.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't even know if people invite him on podcasts. Hey man, you go say something about Mike? Yeah, it's almost like that's the only reason why he getting invited on the podcast, man. Say something hot, say a hot take, man.
Kind of want to watch his the whole episode because I just want to know how KD came up. Like that was one, like out of all these players, like you picked KD. I'm just kind of curious where that came from.
Well, it's twofold. It is him trying to undermine Mike, but it's also him trying to boost Kevin Durant because the first time I heard him talk about Kevin Durant, he was on Draymond Green's podcast, and he told him that, me and Kevin Durant has been talking over the last couple of years, and he said I grew quite fond of him. Like, so he's really close with Kevin Durant, and he's bigged up him a bunch of times, and that was the time when he told Draymond Green Kevin Durant saved the Golden State Warriors legacy when he joined y'all, because y'all was on the downward spiral after y'all lost that championship. So it's twofold for him. Chris, you the Kevin Durant guy, man. You gotta say something about that one.
Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers this league has ever seen. He would have got his ass beat playing on that Bulls team. I think just the physicality alone would have took him out of whatever kind of game he could have and would have had with that team. Secondly, it's flattering, but even as a KD fan, you got to know that KD is built for the era that he played in. KD would not work properly in that Bull system. And I think Zeke just needs to go to therapy. I think he just need to go talk to Dr. Phil or Ayana Von Sant, whatever her name is. Or he just need to go scream in front of a lake. He need to release this. Mike is never going to apologize. You ain't getting what you want from Mike. The best you got was the hug and the apology from Magic. You better frame that moment and call it a day, because what you want you ain't gonna get. This continued hate for Mike, it has to stop. And now you're throwing innocent bystanders into your beef. Ain't nobody trying to replace nobody in the history of nothing said replace MJ with KD.
Right.
Nobody. Not even KD fans. I have never.
Wow.
I have never. What are we now? So what you gonna say next? You gonna, hey, listen, you put Steph in that Bulls team, they go 10 straight. Like Z.
I got one worse.
Let that hurt go.
I got one worse for you. I was listening to Paul Pierce and Danny Green's podcast with that host that I just, it's hard to listen to, but he listened to this and he had another take that he wanted to throw out that was just as worse as Isaiah Thomas' take.
You know what I actually think is a better question than this? How many Hall of Fame swingmen would have won those 2 championships on Golden State replacing KD? I'd come up with like 10. If we're keeping it above. To me, that's a way better question. Wow. Not when KD wins 6 championships. No, because we know it's false.
Yeah. So the question is,
would Carmelo Anthony in his prime won 2 championships on that team? I think so.
Tracy
McGrady, Paul Pierce. Wow. Like, you keep going down the goddamn list of people that play KD's position. Easily won those 2 chips on Golden State.
Because they swept them.
Come on, bro.
Bro, they beat everybody.
They were unstoppable.
They swept them, right?
Yeah, they beat a lot of
teams. So you add like McGrady and it goes 4-1.
Come on, man.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Vince.
Yeah.
Line them up. Like, stop it. This idea that, he would have just easily replaced Jordan.
They might have still won if they kept the same team together. They were 7-3-9.
That's the point that I'm trying to make, guys. Like, the 2 championships that KD even won were on teams that were, again, to me, I don't even think it's a question, the most talented basketball team in the history of our league. Yeah. I don't even think this is even a question.
I wouldn't say the most talented.
Oh, yeah, easily to me.
That's just as dumb. Like, I hate that take even more, that people really think that and I've never heard nobody go and grab players outside of their era, but they were saying that if you put Kawhi, Paul George, or any other swingman perimeter player on that Golden State team, that they was going to win. They was like, oh, no, it didn't need Kevin Durant. They could have just got Paul George. And I'm like, man, maybe Kawhi. I would say Kawhi could have done it.
I was thinking maybe Kawhi, but you kind of.
Yeah, but they act like DeRozan could have done it.
The scoring dipped off a little bit with Kawhi.
Yeah, but you get the defense. I mean, you still get the same.
The uptake in defense is crazy. Yeah, you get the uptake in defense, but the I guess that's a good trade-off. If they not scoring as much because Kawhi is locking them up, then you just let Steph, Clay, and they go crazy.
Kawhi 3-point shot wasn't that cold back then. Plus, we seen when they played Toronto in the finals and Kevin Durant came back for that one game
and he went 5 for 6. I never forget.
We forgot Kawhi was on the court, dog. We forgot Kawhi was on the court. We forgot Steph was on the court. KD was obviously the best player on the planet. He was the best player on the planet at that time.
You don't know how much of a what if that finals. I never forget 2019 burns in my heart. Burns in my heart. That nigga KD came out. He did that little fucking dance thing in the tunnel. Yeah. Came out, and I remember the shoes he had on, and the motherfucker went 5 for 6, and I was like, oh, it's over. Put the name on the fucking trophy. And then he grabbed his motherfucking Achilles, and I was like, I'm turning this shit off. I don't want to watch another single game. I was like, oh, that's it.
It was insane.
One thing that I think is interesting to see people do, and I'm not really on board with, is like basketball has evolved so much over the years. I would not, it's not to knock it to say that it's not timeless. I think there's some players that could potentially be timeless, but for a game to evolve from season to season to season and be just so different, I really don't understand why we play this game of who would strive here and then take somebody from this area and put them in this one. Like, the game is just so different, and it continues to change. We're not going to see it slow down from changing. So,
yeah,
I don't. But no disrespect to Carmelo, we know what Carmelo is. No disrespect to T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? I think that there was no better piece Golden State could have went and got to combat a healthy Cavaliers team.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I can think of other than Kevin Durant is Kawhi. That's it. There was one guy in that era that could have done it, but it would have been different. You know what I mean?
Because y'all just got to remember. Y'all got to remember how this lineup looked. They nicknamed it the Death lineup when they went small ball and put KD at the 5, and they was whooping tail with that lineup. Yeah, nobody could do nothing with that lineup. KD's defense was probably the best that has been in his career.
It's still pretty good though.
Even for sure. Yeah, for sure. But at that time, his defense was probably the later years in OKC and those years in Golden State was probably the best. And probably that first year after his Achilles in Brooklyn were probably the best years of his defense. His scoring, the ball was going in the bucket 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then you got LeBron switching off him every chance. So you leaving the smaller guy with KD was doing whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And there was nothing you could do. There was nothing you could do.
One thing I don't like what people do is they overrate that Golden State team. First and foremost, yeah, they won 73 games, but Steph was the leader. Clay was their secondary guy. That's not an unbelievable, unstoppable squad. I mean, like that's not what that is. I mean, Kevin Durant showed you that when they had them down 3-1. It took a lot of help from the NBA for them to
like magic.
And they lost a lot of games in the playoffs. And then they gave up a 3-1 in the finals to Cleveland. So that team wasn't as talented as you think it was. If you really think about it, Steph being the number 1 and Clay being the number 2 was not better than LeBron as the number 1 and Kyrie as the number 2, because Kyrie as the number 2 was equal to Steph. And in some of those series, he was better than Steph.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So they act like Golden State was so good. What happened is they caught lightning in the bottle. They was beating a lot of teams with what they was doing, the way they was shooting and stuff like that. And they ran a sophisticated offense, but they wasn't overly talented. You get what I'm saying? And that's why when everybody caught up to them, they needed KD to come in and save them. Isaiah was right about that part.
you couldn't game plan for just one person. You couldn't send a double to just one person. You double KD, Steph and Claire open. You send a double at Steph, KD and Claire open. It was what were you gonna do? Like,
right. And their ball movement was magnificent.
Yeah, I think there was I gotta go back and look, but I think that there was multiple games where just those three combined scored like 60, 65 points multiple times that season. Just those three combined. Almost 70 points just between those three, and still putting up 100 with the rest of your guys total.
Yeah. We got a caller. We ain't open the phone lines up, but we do got a caller. What's up, man? Caller from Texas.
Man, I couldn't wait, man. Cause that nigga, hey, Chris, bro, why you always be when it comes to KD, bro? Why you always be capping, man? Hey,
where did I cap?
Hello, bro. Tell everybody I say hello, bro.
They can hear you.
Where did I cap at? ID? Where did I cap? I just said that nigga wouldn't have won 6 rings. I figured you'd have been. I figured you would have been. Hell yeah, he wouldn't have won 6 rings.
Let me speak to the ladies right quick, bro. How y'all doing, Miss Ma'ams?
Doing good. How are you?
Man, I'm Gucci, man.
Oh, you're Gucci, man. I wouldn't be Gucci, man, right now.
Let's not say we Gucci, man, right now.
That's hard to be Gucci.
Yeah. Okay. Well, put like 10 space bars, nigga, in between Gucci and mine.
Hella commas, YD. Hella commas.
Hey, why you capping though, Chris, bro?
How am I capping? Talk to me.
When you keep talking about this, like you sticking your chest out talking about it's nothing that the Cavs could do with KD and the Warriors, bro. Let's be real, bro. KD joined a 73-19, bro. Like I want you to get that through your skull, bro. Like if you ask me, like KD has never ever performed under pressure. I don't call Golden State pressure, bro.
So that means Steph never performed under pressure.
He did in 2022
on Golden State, right? But you said Golden State not pressure.
No. I'm saying. Hey, let me ask y'all something, bro.
Well, hold on. You gotta deal with what I just said. So if Golden State is not pressure, that means nobody on Golden State team has performed under pressure. Then, if Golden State is so good, if Golden State is so good that is no pressure on KD if he's on Golden State, then there's no pressure on Steph.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right, what are you saying?
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
What are you saying?
I'm saying. I give Steph performed under pressure in 2022 after KD left.
But he was on Golden State. You said Golden State ain't no pressure.
No, I'm saying it ain't no pressure for KD. He joined a 73-19.
Okay, so there is no pressure for Steph then. If the team was so good, Steph was on a 73-19. So it's no pressure for Steph either.
Without KD?
Yeah, you said Golden State is the ultimate no pressure zone. So that means everybody that plays for Golden State has to be under the same scrutiny as KD. It's no pressure. Bro, that's not and furthermore, I seen Kevin Durant go and win a gold medal. His second best player was Jason Tatum, and he had a squad with a young, what's the dude that played number 3 for San Antonio? Can't even remember his name. Very young guy, because Popovich was the coach. They had Draymond Green and JaVale McGee and people like that. This dude went and won gold with that squad. No LeBron, no Steph.
You talking about 2020?
No Embiid. None of those guys that they won with just now. Yeah, in 2020. Was that Tokyo?
Yeah, bro.
Was that pressure? Was that pressure?
Okay.
No, quick question. Yes or no? Okay. All right, bet. All right. Move on to the next thing.
Okay, so you call pressure, because I want to know. So you calling pressure when how many NBA players did the United States have? Every last one of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. How many NBA players did the teams that they played have?
I don't know. You gotta go look it up.
Come on, bro. But let me get back to this, bro, because I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that KD joining a 73-9 team that's not overcoming, that's not pressure to me.
Hold on, man.
Let me just ask him this. Let's be specific.
I won't even let me.
Well, hold on. What was the roster for the 73-9 team got broken up? So the team that KD joined wasn't a 73-9 team. The team that was 73-9 had Andrew Bogut, it had Vesta Azili, it had Leandro Barbosa, it had Harrison Barnes, it had Brandon Rush coming off the bench. They had about 7 players that didn't get re-signed and left Golden State. When KD joined, he joined with about 4 new players: David West, JaVale McGee. They drafted Jordan Bell. They had the kid from North Carolina. What was it, McAdoo? They drafted McAdoo. Hold on. They can't. KD showed up with 5 new players, and people from the 73-9 team. They lost 7 of them. So he didn't join a 73-9 team. He joined the Golden State Warriors core team. But it was a brand new team. It was a brand new team. Bro, I'm gonna tell you how I know it was a brand new team. Your leader, Nick Wright, after Kevin Durant joined, he went on. Who leader? Everybody, LeBron, all the LeBron fans' leader, Nick Wright. He went on ESPN. Bro, Nick Wright ain't my leader, bro. I didn't watch that nigga. He went on ESPN and said, "I know for a fact Golden State Warriors done winning championships. They would not win with Kevin Durant. They got rid of all of their defense." And all of their rebounding. Am I hold on. The rim protection and the rebounds for Golden State was Andrew Bogut and Vesta Azili. They lost both of them.
What that mean, bro?
It's a new team. It means it's a new team. It means it's a new team. It's a new team. Why you fighting so hard for this, bro? Because I like stuff to be correct. It's a new team. You can't say he joined the 73-9 team.
That's not correct, bro. He joined bro, when people say he joined the 73-9 team, but we're talking about the core. We're not talking about no bench, bro.
The core by itself didn't win 73 games, bro.
Man, bro, we're not talking about no bench, bro. We're talking about impact players, bro.
The 73 games. Harrison Barnes started. Harrison Barnes started.
That's what I'm saying.
Andrew Bogut started. That's 2 starters, brother.
Bro, you swapping that out with KD.
Okay, so you replace your rebounding and your shot blocking and a 3-and-D player with 1 player.
Yes, bro. Anybody on earth would tell you, nigga, that Vesta Azili and Andrew Bogut, nigga, they don't even motherfucking add up to KD.
But that was a big part of why they won. Andrew Bogut's rim protection and his rebounding. That's a big part of why they won. So lose it.
The reason they won, nigga, is because LeBron didn't have his second and third best player.
Everybody knows this because of Andre Iguodala.
I mean, I'm confused on what he's saying. I mean, you won't let me talk. Is the 73-9 team was that serious? Hold on. Why did they lose? If the 73-9 team was that potent, why did they lose in the finals?
What you mean? That boy from Akron. You know what, bro? You know what?
So if Kevin Durant didn't join, then what was going to happen when they saw that boy from Akron without Kevin Durant?
I don't know, but when LeBron lost in 2015, he ain't gonna get nobody else.
Let me ask you a question. What was going to happen if Kevin Durant didn't join them and they saw that boy from Akron in the finals again? A healthy Cavs squad.
What you asking me to make a like?
Do you think they was gonna beat the Cavs without Kevin Durant?
Bro, I don't know.
I'm asking, do you think? I ain't say no.
You know, bro. You know, I'm gonna go with Bron, bro.
Okay, and that's exactly what Golden State went with as well. They said, I don't think we're gonna be able to beat.
That don't mean they couldn't. That don't mean they couldn't beat LeBron nigga without adding KD. They was in Game 7. They went down to the last second.
That's what they thought. They didn't think that they could beat LeBron and the Cavs again. As a matter of fact, before they even got to LeBron and the Cavs, you got to remember they was down 3-1 to Kevin Durant and the OKC Thunder. If Kevin Durant would have stayed in OKC and just added a piece to his squad, Golden State would have been in trouble. It would have been OKC in the finals against the Cavs. The way Kevin Durant was playing, or if Kevin Durant, if Kevin Durant didn't want to play with Russ no more, he could have went to Houston. They was looking for a piece. They had money. He could have joined.
So why he going to go to state? So why he went to go to state then?
Because they called him first. That's where he decided he wanted to go play. So my point is this. My point is this, man. He could have went to Houston.
Chris ass, bro. You trying to talk for Chris?
Nah, I mean, I've
been trying to talk. I've been trying to talk.
My bad. Go ahead.
I've been trying to talk. I was to answer. So I want to ask you this, YD. Right? Walk with me real quick. How good was Steph in those finals that KD was there?
He was amazing.
Was he?
Yes.
In the finals where Kevin Durant was there.
Nigga, yes, bro. He had like 27, 8, and 9.
On what efficiency? On what shooting percentage? Man, Steph was horrible in the finals, dog.
Steph was terrible.
Steph was horrible in the finals, man.
I think y'all
Stop it, man. Steph was horrible in the
Like,
finals, man. Kyrie outplayed him that first game before he tore his kneecap up, and then when he came back the next year, he outplayed. He outplayed him
He talking about 27. You still talking for him?
Man, Steph was horrible in the finals.
Listen,
No, he talking about 2017 and 2018.
Brian and Kyrie were both Atlas numbers in those series.
I got you, Bree.
Steph was terrible. Steph was terrible. If
You talking
anything,
about in the finals? You talking about 2016?
Hey, wrap it up. We go take another call, bro.
no, I'm talking about 17 and 18. He was terrible. I want you to do some homework. Go look up the stats from every game in both of those finals and see what Steph did.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna say this one thing. Then I'm gonna get off y'all line, bro.
Yeah, go do some homework.
Because I see like real basketball talk. Really annoys me. but bro, answer me this favor, bro. Like in those finals, bro. I want you to do homework, bro. The Cleveland Cavaliers, bro, was doubling Steph Curry off every action, bro. They was blitzing him. That's the reason why KD was able to play one-on-one, bro, on mismatches.
No, you know what it was.
No. I refuse for you to get on here and lie in front of these people.
Yes.
There is tape. There is so much tape
of LeBron on KD.
There is so much tape of LeBron not even being confronted by a screen and going over the top of it. So easy to switch before KD even crossed half court.
Big bro. That's because he's playing with Steph and Clay, bro. Okay.
Wait, hold on. You just about to make my point. So the greatest player ever, right? In your eyes, the greatest player ever had to go guard non-position players and smaller players instead of guarding his position and the player that's around the same side.
I'm going to ask you a basketball question. On defense, okay, you saying don't switch, right? What defense should they have played?
Man.
Bro, how you gonna play man, nigga? Bro, you just exposed yourself. Because how you gonna play, bro? If you play man, with a screener, bro, Golden State will leave you dead, bro. That's dead meat.
Your original point was that they were doubling. That they were doubling.
Let me get them. YD.
No.
Name me on that. Listen to me. On that Golden State team, name me anybody on that Golden State team who is stronger than LeBron.
What's stronger about to do anything, bro?
Hold on, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and circumvent everything. I'm gonna get to my point. You mean to tell me that this 6'8", 250-pound freak of nature couldn't fight through every screen from everybody smaller than Golden State so he can continue to guard KD?
Bro, why listen, bro. Listen to me slow, bro. If if KD got the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
If KD wanna just go with LeBron, you don't call for no screen.
He didn't. He actually waved the screens off. He waved the screens off.
Bro, most of that's what I'm saying, bro. Most of Golden State action, bro, it's dribble handoff, bro. Man, don't even worry about it, big bro, because you don't know basketball, bro. And I feel sorry for, like you don't understand the game, bro. Because you telling LeBron to fight over a screen, bro, that's gonna leave somebody open. Switching nullifies motion offenses, bro. A motion offense, that's what Golden State.
I'm trying to figure out what his point is, dog. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I'm trying to figure out why Chris even arguing these straw man points he's making. Like
what straw man point?
Because you trying to make the point because you're trying to make the point that Steph was drawing double teams, and you think that undermines what Kevin Durant was as a player. If Steph,
I don't.
What's the point? What's the point of you making that point?
No, I don't. What I'm telling you is, I seen Chris beating his chest talking about couldn't nobody deal with KD, and what I'm doing, I'm giving you context.
They couldn't deal with KD. That's the point.
Look at that lackluster attempt to play defense.
Okay, so KD deal with LeBron.
That's your goat.
I mean, they lost. They got swept, bro. I'm pretty sure he was dealing with LeBron.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. When KD joined the 73-19, that's cool. Nigga, I'm saying, bro, y'all the same dudes that get on LeBron for going to Miami, but y'all want to champion what KD did?
Who's championing anything?
Bro, bro, y'all gonna be beating y'all chest talking about what?
All right, I got to take another phone call, bro. All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the call.
I just want y'all to see. Just look at the amount of space between LeBron and KD when this screen from Steph, and then KD waved it off, and you sitting Rodney Hood.
Yeah, listen. This is deja vu. We had this same conversation with him on the phone, we showed the same exact footage, man. We got a caller from Gainesville on the phone. Who's this calling?
This is Brian Bull. We have a beautiful brother.
Shout out to Brian Bull, man. What you know? Hey, do you know Ball? Do you know Ball?
Yeah, if you know Bull, you know Ball.
What? What's poppin', man? Who your favorite player, man?
So, in my opinion, all right. So right now, my favorite player got to be AD.
Okay. Why AD?
The only reason why it's AD is because that he just reminds me of my MJ for like, it's his play style. Like,
what about his play style?
Like, he can fade away on anybody. He can dunk so easily. Like, I'm not even really trying to get on to that. But what I was going to say was, you know who got more trophies?
More trophies than who?
Saying.
Who got more trophies than who?
KD or Michael Jordan, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you say AD or KD?
Oh.
Did you when you said who did you?
Oh, KD.
KD.
He said KD. I thought you said AD. Nah, KD cold, dog. You right.
KD's your favorite player? Yes, sir.
That's cool. What else you wanted to say?
So what I was gonna say was name like 10 players who was in the NBA like back in the 90s, like superstars.
Okay, let's do this, Chris. I do 2, you do 2, Bria do 2, Briana do Britne do 2.
All right, superstars you have to in the 90s.
Brian, you gonna have to do 2 as well. And that'll be 10. So I'm gonna do 2.
We doing superstars in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my 2 first. Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. That's 2.
All right. Who you say? You said Hakeem and who?
I said Hakeem and Charles Barkley.
Okay. MJ and Patrick Ewing.
Okay, MJ, Patrick Ewing.
Bruh.
Okay.
I got Karl Malone and the Admiral, David Robinson.
Well, good one. Go ahead, Bree. Now, Bree Young, she was born in the 90s, so this is good.
I was born in the 90s, but I immediately thought Shaq. And then
There you go. That's one.
He count.
I'm gonna go with a superstar. I'm gonna go Kobe. Nobody said Kobe, right?
There you go. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, yeah. All
Kobe,
right,
Shaq,
now, Brian, you got to do two.
Art, John Stockton, and Charles Barkley.
All right, okay. I take it. I said Charles Barkley, but I'm gonna change mine to Chris Webber since you said Barkley. Yeah. Now that's good stuff right there, man. You got to call in more often now, Brian. You got to subscribe. I know you already subscribed to No Bull Podcast. Now you got to subscribe to Man Down.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say your number, man. Thanks for the call.
Love you, Brian.
Appreciate you, little bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I got one more thing to say. Hold on.
All right.
So, six-time MVP, finalist MVP. Hold on. I gotta go back to the test. Okay. NBA championship 6. Finals MVP 6. Most valuable player or MVP 5. Defensive player of the year twice. NBA rookie of the year once. Scoring titles 10. All-star MVPs 3. Gold medalists 2.
That's easy. That's Jordan.
KD
What?
wouldn't survive.
That's
KD wouldn't survive against MJ. Or exactly in the 90s. He would have at least had 3 championships. At most, probably 4. He's not surviving that.
All right, Brian, man. Appreciate you, dog. Hey, make sure you subscribe to us, man. You can call back anytime, big dog.
Okay, what's the other channel name again?
Man Down Sports.
Okay, Man Down Sports.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Yep. Oh, he like basketball. I can tell.
Yes.
He like basketball, man. What you done raised down there, man? Is he hooping too?
Yeah, and doing football.
Oh yeah, that's what's
he's
up.
He's such a good young man.
He's a
so
student, I can
kind.
tell.
Yeah. He's very smart.
I love it, man. I love it. Brian and Briana. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
The Bull
All right, let's
family.
move on, y'all. This topic will make y'all mad, man. I was thinking, I think the point guard landscape needs to be shook up a little bit. Because of what I'm seeing from LaMelo Ball. He's finally turned the corner. We've already knew he was super talented, one of the most talented point guards in the league, but he got hurt with his ankle almost every year, couldn't stay on the floor, had issues with his coach, getting benched and stuff like that. Defense was in question. Leadership was in question. Can he play winning basketball was in question. And he answered all those questions. He stayed healthy this season. His team is winning basketball games. They're in the playoff hunt in the 8 seed right now, and they can go up to, I think it's as high as 6 these last 5-6 games. He's playing phenomenal. And I think I got him in my top 5 point guards in the league right now. So this is what we go do. We know number 1 is SGA. We know number 2 is Cade. We know number 3 is Luka. There's only 2 spots left. And we got some good point guards, Maxey, Brunson, and LaMelo Ball. I'm putting LaMelo Ball in that top 5, man. Who's coming with me?
Who you putting
above? Who's coming with me? It's crazy. It's so many different reasons, but no.
Everybody got real quiet. So who are you taking out?
Yeah.
Hey, who we taking out? That's that. I mean, because I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah,
SGA, Cade, and Luka are there. They're not moving.
Honestly, I got LaMelo over Luka. I got LaMelo at number 3.
Okay.
You got LaMelo at 3.
Yeah, I got Luka at 4.
Oh, so you dropping Brunson or Maxey?
Yeah, one of them falling out. Hey, Young Disciple said, "How you go shoot?" I don't know who shot. They shot at one of y'all, but Young Disciple said, "How you go shoot your shot and send $2?" Who was hold on.
What?
Wait, what?
What happened?
He said, $1.99. Side note, Briana, you cute. It's ASF, boo.
Oh,
And a kiss, a rose, and the heart eyes. What's up, Julius Urban? Shout out to you. Thanks for the $2 super chat, bro. Hey, we accept the $2 over here. The only thing we don't accept is 99¢. I'm giving that back to him as soon as I see him. That's the only thing we don't accept.
And get some in pennies too, and throw it at his ass.
We accept $1.99, but 99¢, man, yeah.
You better, Bird. You better.
I'm about $1. What the heck is 99¢, man? But yeah. That's funny, Young Disciple. All right.
I thought that was a juvenile bar at first. Damn. All right. First off, let's figure out who all are point guards.
Yeah, I want to throw Jamal Murray in there.
Ooh, I'm sorry. You're
yeah,
right. That's my 5. So Maxey and Brunson both comes out.
Wow.
Maxey and Brunson both come out. I got Melo, Murray, Luka, Cade, and SGA. That's my 5.
And I can't.
I'm penalizing Luka. I'm penalizing Luka.
You
for the
sacrificing
defense.
the Melo, putting him in there is just a wow to me.
I can't come with you, Mel. You on your own with this.
Hey, keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching.
I know. I think he's talented as heck, but no, I can't come with you on this.
Listen, and I go as far as saying this. If I had my choice, even after that 5, if I had my choice of who I want on my team, I'm not saying that he's performing better than these guys because they're putting up, like Maxey's putting up crazy numbers this season, right? But just evaluating the player, not their stats. De'Aaron Fox is better than Maxey and Brunson as well. De'Aaron Fox is like that.
What is it about Brunson? Can you explain to me why you're putting these guys over Brunson? Because I can see he brings so much impact to the game. And he's one of the most, I think, rare point guards who can do certain things that all these other guys can't do.
Brunson is a heart that has to pump and work too hard to just get regular circulation. He's doing too much, and on the stat sheet, that looks phenomenal. When you got a guy just doing all of that, but
it doesn't.
He makes it so freaking hard. He's a 6'1", 6'2" point guard who plays. I mean, he's a scoring guard, and it's very hard to get them points in the playoffs. I like what Melo Ball do better at 6'7", with his size and then how he is concentrating on distributing, but he also comes back and give you 18 to 24 points. And can give you 30 if he needs to, but he don't need to just like, because when Brunson's not scoring, he's not even valuable.
Yeah.
Like I seen the Knicks when they played the Rockets the other night. If Brunson ain't on a heater, he looks bad, dog. You know what I mean? LaMelo's just better than him, and so is Fox.
I see people talking about Halliburton, bro. He did not play this season, y'all. We're talking about people that are current active right now. All right. So
you have suited up with your team and you have put the orange ball in your hand multiple times this season.
Yeah, that's
what qualifies for this conversation.
If y'all don't start flirting with the panel, this man, now I know this man was born in the 80s. He said Briana is a little tenderoni. That's Bobby Brown. That's a Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? The thing about a Roni, he said a young tenderoni, but Britne is seasoned finest. Y'all is doing some major flirting, but y'all
ain't pick it up. He low-key called Britne old.
No, he did not.
He low-key called Britne old, man.
No, he didn't.
It was well worded, but
he was saying like she her looks are timeless.
He gets cool points for that. He found out a way to give both of them their props while also subtly telling us which one his preference is. That was smooth.
You gotta keep Britney humble, man. Can't let it go.
That
Her head already
tells
big.
us the age difference right there in that comment. So,
her head already big. You gotta
that tells us how young you are, Chris.
Keep her grounded. Keep her grounded.
Bro, you talking about somebody's big head.
Maybe not old. Not old. You older. Seasoned is older. You know what I'm saying? Seasoned.
Yeah, I'm grown as AF over here.
Yeah,
you trying to get there.
You're grown. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to get there.
You got a little more Lowry's on you.
I'm experienced. That's what I'm going to say.
You seasoned. Yeah. It's
right.
Hello, can we change the subject? Because that's the last thing I want to hear. Somebody been experienced. Nobody wanted to hear that. Nobody wanted to hear
it. It's okay to be seasoned. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Oh no, I didn't mind a comment. But you trying to make it a negative.
I'm just saying, like,
all right, Zeke. Go ahead, Mel. Let Zeke stand in the corner by himself.
I want to hear Bree's 5. I want to hear Britney's 5 as well for point guards. You know, because it seemed like y'all were disagreeing with the Brunson and Maxey thing. So who's y'all 5? And where y'all got Melo? Are we all in agreement with the first two, Cade and SGA?
100%.
For sure.
Okay. 100%. And then are we going to go ahead and go Luka 3?
No.
Okay, who you got 3, Bree?
I'll put Jamal, honestly.
I really like you know what? I'm changing mine. I'm gonna go Jamal 3 for sure. Jamal 3. Are you going Jamal, Britney? It's tough, ain't it?
I think if he didn't have Jokic, for sure.
Okay, that's fair.
I just think
he's a number 2. I get it.
That team. I don't know. I just feel like that team takes away so much of what Jamal Murray could be.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but you have to.
His talent is.
You got to weigh that though. Like we only get to see what we see because they don't allow anybody to flourish in that Jokic system. We've seen what he can do.
Yeah, they don't win the championship without him.
Of course not.
Sure.
Yeah. But
so, I think he's a primary ball handler and potentially a number 1 option on another team.
No. Chris, here's the thing that people are not paying attention to this season. Ever since Jokic missed those 16 games, Jamal was the number 1 option for 16 games. When Jokic came back, how he's been playing, he's been trying to get more assists than he's been trying to get points. He's had a game with 19 assists, 17 assists, 6. Like he's getting a lot of assists, and he's not prioritizing his scoring, and that's kept Jamal Murray at the number 1 option even when he came back. So Jamal's been the number 1 option for Denver since Jokic got hurt, and he's still the number 1 option. And they're not looking at it that way. Go look at how many shots Jokic has been taking since he came back. Mm-hmm. He's concentrating on facilitating. Jamal Murray is the number 1 option, but I just so it's almost like a Joker falls into that Karl Anthony Towns role that Brunson got on his number 2. You know what I mean? So Jokic is kind of the number 2 right now.
Well, then in that case, I could put him at the 3.
I like him at the 3 too. For my 4, I got Tyrese Maxey, and in my 5, it's probably Jalen Brunson.
Okay, all right. And then, what if you think about it? What would you have LaMelo? Because you still got Darius Garland, you still got Harden, you still got De'Aaron Fox. You know, it's a lot of point guard. And then the young guys we got. What's the young guy that you like? Is it George? Did you like Bree in Utah, or is it
Keontae George?
Yeah, it's a George in Washington.
Keontae. Oh, Kai Sean.
Yeah,
I don't think he plays a.
Yeah, but is he top 5 yet?
Nah, not top 5. I'm just saying after that 5 that Bree just named, I'm trying to see how far she got LaMelo.
He want LaMelo up there bad.
No, I just want to know where y'all got him.
Definitely probably top 7.
Probably top 7. Okay, that's fair.
And even like, I want to see. I mean, Stephen Castle too. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's better than LaMelo, but
Castle cold though.
he's cold. He's definitely top 10 for me. But I just think maybe not even top 10, top 11. Because Steph, even though we're gonna see him come back on Sunday, I mean, he comes back. That changes a lot of this conversation, I think.
I mean, we got to put Steph in the 5. If Steph healthy, we got to put him in the 5, don't we? In the top 5, you think?
No, because I think that the guys that we're naming and even the guys that we're struggling to find out where their place is playing better than Steph this season.
I don't know, dog.
I don't know.
Cold. If I had Steph in New York instead of Brunson, big difference. Big difference.
But the thing about New York I noticed is like they have a lot of guys that could be number 2s and number 3s, and their rotation is a little odd right now. Like, there's no reason why OG Anunoby is a higher go-to option than Mikal Bridges. And I know this is like a whole different conversation, but it's very confusing to me that they got ISO plays for OG, but yet they keep Mikal in the short corner, in the corner shooting threes. Like, I never understood. OG wasn't even like that on the Raptors. So I guess I'm just trying to understand what Mike Brown is doing right now with their offense. But Brunson has been so clutch for them and consistent with his pull-ups and just his ability to keep that offense, I think, on track. I mean, he was averaging almost 30 points at one point this season. I don't know where he's at now, but I don't know.
Shout out to Robin for Sports and Fitness Rants. What's up, big dog? Chris, you got it. You what you got, Melo?
My fault. I'm actually. They just released the videos of Gino talking at halftime and Dawn at the end of the game, and I was watching that.
What they were saying.
So Gino, she interviewed Gino at halftime, and he was like, you know, there were 6 fouls in that quarter, all of them against us. You know, my girls are getting the shit beat out of them, and I got a girl with a ripped jersey, and their coaches all on the sideline ranting and raving and calling the refs names that you don't want to know, and but now it's 6-0 in their favor.
You gotta stop.
We can't get a foul call. He was like, I'm not making excuses because my team can't hit a shot right now, but this is ridiculous. He's like, come on, this is for the damn national championship, and then he walked off. Now I'm watching. Matter of fact, I'm about to
just go ahead and retire, because when they was doing it to them, when Caitlin Clark beat him, he ain't had nothing to say.
But I also
now there's a majority black team and a black coach. I mean, this the same stuff that Don Staley had to deal with the Clark fans when they was going on their run.
Hold on. Everybody's saying she ripped her own jersey. They like, what is Gino talking about? She ripped her own jersey.
You get what I'm saying? And I know that's frustrating for Don Staley, man, because she's been dealing with this ever since she been at South Carolina. And created a winner out there, man. Like she getting all of this hate, and it hurts that it comes from the coaches now. It was coming from like outside noise at first and fans, but now that Gino is complaining, like you did not complain about losing to Caitlin Clark, and they were hosing y'all with fouls. And like it got so bad when South Carolina got hosed by Caitlin Clark's team that Aaliyah Boston was in the post game crying because she knew they got cheated and she couldn't say nothing. And then she had to show up a year later and be teammates with this girl. But dude, they just sat there and cried. Like, I can't even say nothing.
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't.
Dawn's still her. She
And
Philly girl.
Dawn
represent.
From the little snippet I seen, Dawn kept it classy. She was like, I don't know, I guess he thought I didn't shake his hand at the beginning of the game. She was like, I went down there pregame, shook the entire staff's hand. I don't know where he came from with this, but he was like, I get, things get heated in these situations, and she just left it at that.
Yeah, but he got too riled up. Like, you jumping in people's faces and stuff like that. That was over the top. Over what?
Yes, he needs to sit his old butt down.
Yeah, like, and you had people who had to jump in and break it up. Like, y'all gotta stop.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
And it's a woman. Like,
Yeah, that's
too
wise.
much.
oh, bro. Like,
We should jump him.
Let's be classy, man. That's you
keep it
can
cute.
have your qualms, you can have your disagreement, but you don't get in no woman face, bro. I ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what it is, y'all know what it is in the comments, man. Y'all know what it is. That's
He might be jealous because he wasn't considered for an NBA position like Dawn was. I'm still holding on to that, by the way. I'm not letting that go. I really wish she was the Knicks coach right now.
Nah, she can only come to one team.
Oh,
Philly.
She can only come to one team.
I'll take it, even if she went to the Jazz.
And within the next year, we might be looking for a new coach. Come on, Dawn, come back home.
Dan Moore not that smart.
You think Nick know right as for us?
She know she could only come back to one team because when that happened, she was getting crazy interviews about Sixers.
What female coaches do y'all think can handle a male locker room in the NBA? I think
Dawn Staley for sure.
The one shorty for LSU.
Yup, Kim Mulkey or Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was. Her.
Yep.
I don't really know.
Hey,
maybe.
the pro players would love Kim Mulkey, man. They would be laughing at her outfits behind her back and all that stuff. They would love Kim Mulkey, man. I love Kim.
I think Becky Hammond too. She just got a little something about her little gangster swag. I know I know Dom don't like her hoodie coat combo, but
I think her personality can handle it for sure. I don't know if her X's and O's. I mean, because she got Asia just covered a multitude of scenes.
No, she do, but Asia was hooping all season. The comeback that they had and then to win the championship, that was pretty legendary. And look how many chips she got under her belt too. That's all.
Yeah. So we thinking about 3 of them.
Becky's a stretch.
But is the league ready for a woman head coach?
I'm ready for it.
I don't think the league is. Just based on the ratio currently in the WNBA, I'm so glad we're talking about this. First of all, there's no black women in the WNBA. There's one woman who's Indian. Shout out to the Indian culture. But they have more men black coaches. They have more men coaches.
Head coaches.
There's not a single black woman coach in the WNBA. She got fired last year. That was the only one.
Oh, shorty from Chicago.
Nah, from Seattle Storm. Oh, she's from Chicago, but she played. Yeah. So,
you mean Teaspoon, Chris?
Yeah, Teaspoon.
Now that was 2 years ago. She got
2 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, and they got more men. It's just it bothers me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It really bothers me.
You know when Caitlin and that rookie draft class that came in with Caitlin was bringing so much attention to the WNBA. This is before you got on the panel, Britne was on the panel. I don't think Dominque was here yet, but we was talking about it. And we mentioned, I hope that the guys don't start flooding back to, because it was at one point when the WNBA had Bill Laimbeer coaching Detroit. They had Michael Cooper coaching LA. It was a lot of old retired NBA guys coaching the WNBA, and it was cool. And then they left the WNBA. They probably wasn't paying enough. And I was like, man, I hope that now that it's popular again, that the men coaches don't come back and snatch these jobs up from the ladies. And I didn't want that. And it looked like that's happening. But I didn't want that. But it also looks like that the black coaches in general is just not getting represented either, man. So that's another thing.
So let me ask y'all another question real quick.
It's gonna take time.
And Britne, bias aside, right? What franchise can y'all look at in the NBA right now and say would benefit from a Dawn or a Kim or a Becky?
In a W?
No, in the NBA. What franchise now would benefit from them being head coach?
Sixers. Dawn is only coming to the Sixers. Look, Dawn Staley, I don't know if you can hear me, but you know you can only come to the Sixers. Come on back home when you're ready.
Maybe the Bucks. Maybe they need a female presence.
I'm not giving no female, no project team that's in the dumps like the Wizards or the Bucks.
Okay.
Nah,
what about the Jazz?
Ooh,
I don't know.
They too young. They're too young.
But hold on,
coaching college kids.
But hold on, Mel. But that's the point. Like I think, like a coach like Dawn, she knows how to coach young players and build them up together as a team. New players, like constantly, she getting every year. So she's very good at the X's O's and how to bring a team together. I think she would be perfect for a team like the Jazz outside the Sixers.
Oh, that's a good one. Another one, maybe the Bulls. Like, look at their roster. They got a bunch of guys. I feel like they don't seem like they have that one outspoken person on their team. And I know that's going to be a topic, but I'm not even talking about that. But I'm just talking like in general. Look at all those guys on that roster. It's a possibility.
I like that, but I wouldn't wish, because we know the leash is going to be short for a female coach. She's the first. So I wouldn't wish her to get a team that's going to be young and experienced that can grow with her, because she's not going to get but 2 years to suck before she lose her job. So I want her to go into something that's, the experience is already there. You know what I mean? So,
get Steve her ass up out of there. Put somebody over there.
What about
I don't like know. I don't like the Warriors
or maybe Phoenix.
They too old.
Maybe Phoenix. Phoenix is not. They're not
bad.
They're not bad.
I think the personality that Ty Lue has, I think Don Staley would be perfect as his assistant, because I think the locker room needs somebody like her, because Ty Lue is kind of different. I think
Don Staley's not coming in as an assistant.
I was about to say, and do you think that that's the route that has to be taken for them to get the head coaching job? Is the college resume not enough?
No, it should. It could be. I mean, it was enough for people like the Florida coach Billy Donovan and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, sure.
I mean, we're on the right track though. Looking at the organizations that may have the capacity to do that, because the Spurs was the first team to have a female on their roster, on their thing. So they definitely, obviously, are okay with it.
I do like the coach that got down there though. That was he doing his thug thizzle down there.
Yeah.
In San Antonio. I don't even know his name.
What about the Heat? Maybe the Heat, because they're like a mafia type vibe. Once you're in forever.
First off, the only way they getting rid of Eric Spoelstra is if he die.
Yeah.
I ain't wishing death on him or ill, but he done solidified that he's in there too. He don't want to be there.
And Pat Riley is too. Pat Riley ain't going nowhere.
So them two gonna get buried under that arena.
They gonna have to replace Pat Riley like the Pope.
Do the whole ceremony.
Yeah, it's gonna be
shut down my. Maybe they figure out who the new owner gonna be.
Maybe the Wizards, since they haven't gotten it right in over a decade, they could probably be like, you know what? At this point, let's just try.
Don't send them over there. I would say maybe the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are closer to being closer to the upside than they are being in the trash. I think that'd be a good. And just Zion needs some parental guidance, man. I think just that a motherly figure would just do him so well.
Well, he do got a motherly figure. He got hips. Just like a baby mama.
As soon as you said it, I knew where you was going.
All right, let's move.
Oh my goodness.
We was talking about Melo and all in the East, man. I mean, I gotta ask y'all a question about this Eastern Conference playoff picture. Pistons and Celtics are no doubt the top two teams and the team to beat in the East. However, if you look from seed number 5 to number 8, it's some scary teams. You got the Hawks, you got the 76ers, you got the Hornets, you got the Raptors, right? Out of those teams from 5 and below, which team is the threat to these top teams like Boston and Detroit? If you was Detroit or Boston, which one of those teams would you be afraid to see in the first or second round?
Let me go look at the standings real quick. You said 5
and
below?
They're super close, by the way. All of the 5 and belows, their records are very tight.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Detroit or Boston.
Who you scared of? 5 and below.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes, sir.
I got 2 teams.
I got none for Detroit and Boston.
I got 2.
I'm not scared of Atlanta.
Atlanta just mollywop Boston. Or did they mollywop Detroit?
No, it was Boston. I'm not scared of Atlanta.
Kuminga had daggone Brown in the chamber, in the torture chamber.
I'm not scared of Philly. Sorry, Brittany.
Not even with Paul George coming back looking good.
No,
Paul George's been a difference maker.
And woo. We haven't seen him like full throttle since that 25 game.
Are we saying scared of as in like complete series upset, can win the series or can steal some games?
Can win the series.
I'm not seeing anybody here. I think Toronto can still
did Boston last year, and just like Indiana did everybody last year.
I think Toronto can get 2 games from both Detroit and Boston. I think Charlotte can get 1 from both, maybe 2.
Charlotte and Atlanta, the hottest teams in the East right now.
I'm not seeing 5 through 10.
That's because you ain't watching games. You ain't watching the games.
No. I'm not seeing 5 through 10 still a 7-game series from Boston or Detroit.
Homework, baby. You ain't watching the games, game. You gotta do your homework.
I'm just not seeing it. I'm sorry. Toronto got the best shot to me. I think they can get 2 out of both teams. That's it. That
little biasness in there, sir.
No, because I'm saying it for both Detroit and Boston. Like I think if Cade doesn't play, obviously it changes things. But even without Cade, they've been doing very well. And Boston is just looking like they're looking like an old version of their championship self almost. You know what I'm saying? So stealing an entire series from either of those teams is a tall task.
We seen that last season.
Getting a couple games, but I think Indiana had some of the best luck seen in a playoff run in a long time.
Well, see, the thing about the edge that the Pistons, I think, have had without Cade is their scrappiness and their ability to be so disruptive. And so you take a team like the Hornets or even the Hawks, I think they can match that level of intensity when it comes to the scrappiness. So then it's just going to come down to efficiency. Can we rely on the Pistons to be as efficient as these other 2 teams have been?
It's gonna be a heck of a watch. Britney said she got 2. That's scary for both of them.
Well, you know, Philly, one of them.
Healthy Philly, yeah, it's a different team. I've been watching them all back together. That's a different monster. And then you got VJ, who's been killing on both sides of the ball as a rookie. He's like this. I don't know. VJ's just got wisdom that you rarely see, or IQ in such a young player. And then called me crazy. And I know the Sixers killed them. It was close though. But the Hornets, I gotta give Hornets the credit. I didn't want to, but I've been watching them. I did not want to, I promise. But I've been watching. They've been hooping. They've been hooping. LaMelo's still not quite in my top 5 yet. He actually might be right outside.
But I'm
knocking on the door. He's knocking on the door. But my goodness.
I truly do hear y'all. I do. But again, you gotta win 4. I don't see none of these teams stealing 4 from Boston or Detroit. I don't. Especially when 4 of the 7 are played in Boston and Detroit. You got to go get some of those from the home. Detroit is one of the best home teams in the league this year. I don't know.
The Hawks or the Hornets in the first round. That's just me. And if you want to be real about it, Philly got a bona fide mismatch in Embiid if he's healthy. That's a straight mismatch. There's no answer for Embiid.
There's no answer offensively. But defensively, they struggle with having a rotation around them. So they got to have guys like Dominic Barlow in for those cute little 15 to 20 minutes. And then you pull in, you're going to have to play more. They go to their bench a lot, but the Sixers have the lowest scoring bench in the entire league right now. Out of all the teams, they have the lowest scoring bench. So
that's because they've been hurt, though. No Paul George was there, Embiid in and out, Maxey in and out.
The bench, though. Oh, you're saying because then they're starters, and then I see what you're saying.
And to be honest with you,
their bench was in the starting lineup, and their bench was the trash cans at the end of the bench. Right. You know what I mean? So now the starters are back. Now if Embiid's healthy, VJ's healthy, Paul George is healthy, Maxey is healthy. They going full strength into the playoffs. Now they bench can really be a real bench. They're going to surprise a lot of teams. And Embiid is a mismatch. You got to deal with him. And then Paul George and Maxey are both difference makers that can take over a game, and so is VJ. That's
and then you got Quentin Grimes off the bench leading the charge for energy. I agree. My thing is the 76ers, the thing I really hope they could continue to work on is their fundamentals, like boxing out. It's like you're going to go up against a team like the Celtics or even the Pistons who thrive off of little things like that. That's what's going to hurt them because they don't.
Passion pain. I think if we're not leading the league, we're definitely top 5 in rebounding. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. And if Embiid is healthy and playing, if Embiid is healthy and playing, and we matching up with them, JB is switching that lineup to a double big, and JD and Isaiah will both be starting. And
you don't have to rely on Embiid no more. In the past, you had to rely on Embiid with them targeting him, but now he can kind of play the backfield because it's Maxey's team now, and now Paul George can relieve some pressure off him and Maxey and VJ. If they would have kept Jared McCain, that would have been even more. But
but with that, they have to rely a lot on perimeter and mid range because the paint is closed.
I don't know, dog.
I showed you the stats. I showed you the stats of the paint is closed.
No, the paint with Embiid ain't never closed if he's healthy. That's just
if we run the double and Stu and JD, the paint
it ain't gonna be closed.
The paint is Britne.
It's not.
Look at me.
But Embiid is. I understand what you're saying because normally I'm with you. But Embiid is too crafty at times.
Let one of them sketches. Let one of them
crafty.
Let one of them sketches
have Isaiah Stewart foul out in the second quarter.
Right, like he's very cracked. Again, it's all predicated. This is all predicated on health.
Y'all tripping.
That's the biggest thing.
The playoffs, the whistle gets swallowed. The physicality that they got in regular season, that's playoff basketball.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
I'm with you.
It's a different ball game. Nah. So that the physicality that we've been playing with all year, and yeah, we get into some foul trouble some games, but for the most part, we out here beating down teams, wearing them down with that physicality. Not everybody got to catch up to us.
It's going to change.
Everybody got to catch up to us.
Look, the Hornets, this is one thing I'll say about the Hornets is they some YNs. You feel me?
For real.
I don't think they.
And we already showed the Hornets what was up, man. Smack the shit out of Miles Bridges' stupid ass.
But I ain't gonna lie. What I like about the Hornets,
fuck out of here.
What I like about the Hornets and how they play so loose. Like.
Oh, hey.
Bro, y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
We've been wilding the past like 5 minutes.
Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I did not say nothing.
We've been wilding for the past 5.
Playing loose after being swallowed is crazy.
But Britne, you wanted something?
You know what? I'm done.
Okay.
I can't say certain words without it taking it to a whole nother level. Go ahead.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say not one thing. I was quiet.
So is no okay. So let me ask y'all this, because if the season ended today, Detroit and Boston would not see Atlanta. They might see Charlotte. But knowing what we know since the plan has been established, are we not taking into account the Heat?
No.
They're so my thing. I love the Heat because once they get on a streak, they'll do really well. And we've even seen, because their rotation has been so inconsistent, we've seen them without their stars, then we've seen them with their stars, like Tyler Hero, etc. Those guys can get hot at any moment. A Davion Mitchell, a Hami, and then they got Kilwar. Like, I just don't want to count the Heat out all the way just yet.
I mean, I'm with you on that. They just put a whooping on somebody the other night. Who was it?
I think it was was it the Sixers?
Was it the Cavs?
The Cavs?
I don't know. Was it the Cavs?
Hold on, I'll let y'all
they beat somebody that was good.
I thought it was
they beat in the East. Yeah, they beat somebody in the East. It might have been the Sixers.
I thought it was.
No, they beat Philly, but by 10. They lost. They lost to Boston by almost 20.
Yeah, it was the Sixers. You might have been thinking
they beat the Cavs 120 to 103.
They lost that game.
They beat the Cavs 120-103, but then turned right around and lost 149-128.
Yep.
Okay.
They also
Yep.
lost to the Pacers. They lost to the Pacers 135-118. This is disgusting to see, actually.
Yeah,
They winning games they shouldn't be winning, but they losing games in terrible fashion.
right. This was kind of confusing me, but again, I think that goes to their lineups right now. They're so like I don't know the word for it right now, inconsistent with their lineups. With people who are hurt.
You know what's
hurt.
crazy? This a little bit off topic, but speaking of the Heat, where is Andrew Wiggins? And the reason why I know where he's at, he played last game, but this is my thing. This is why I was telling people that when you got talent and Steve Kerr got you in that Golden State system and they're trying to turn you into Draymond Green, you got to be like Kuminga, especially if you still trying to make money and you young, because look what he turned Wiggins into and look what he is now. He go to the Heat and like he was a wing in Minnesota that was on the trajectory to be like one of the like he's supposed to be on a Jason Tatum level right now. That's how good he is.
He's supposed to be.
He went to daggone Golden State and started playing center and power forward and lost his mojo. Now he in Miami and they ain't even using him for what he can do.
He just out there. Crazy. It's crazy that you say that, Mel, because he leads the team in blocks.
You get
Shit is insane.
So look, Steve Kerr done that to Gary Payton, making him play small forward, power forward, making Wiggins play power forward, center, making Kuminga play power forward, center. He made Jordan Bell play power forward, center, Draymond play power forward, center, and they're only good. They're like it's like an actor being typecast in Hollywood. Like, you know, you can only play this type of role once you play it so well. And that's what he turns those guys into. You're only good in this Golden State system and you ain't good nowhere else. When you leave Golden State, you're done.
That's because he so focuses on making the dress, the person fit the dress as opposed to the dress fitting the person. And that's the type of coach Steve Kerr is. And he picks and chooses, and it really frustrates me. And someone can argue, oh, guys like Kuminga or Andrew were given many opportunities to show up and be good, essentially, but not when you have that system working against you. I have to disagree with that.
They were really not.
They were not set up to win in that system.
So,
but I agree though. That's because Tyler Hero came back. Let's be for real. Because they leaned on Wiggins and Powell a lot when Tyler was gone.
Well,
and
Powell was the leading scorer for that team. So
yeah.
Powell and then so it's Powell and then Bam for the leading scorers, and those are the only ones averaging over 20. And then it drops down to like a 15. I think Andrew Wiggins is like 15.6 points per game.
How we feel about the Knicks?
They were not far. And to be honest with you, if the season ended today, they'd be matched up with Philadelphia. And if Philly's healthy, I think they putting them out first round.
I think that'd go to game 7.
I think if Embiid is healthy, but you know he don't got to be the focal point. He's gonna give Karl Anthony Towns everything he asking for.
You know what helped New York beat them 2 years ago? Hartenstein. Hartenstein did a hell of a job on Embiid, dog.
And
they let him go, and he went right over to the SGA.
You rely on Cat, fucking Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson infuriates me so much. Like, you know, he's supposed to be like this offensive rebound guy, but do you see the energy he be giving, man? He just be giving this, like, he don't care energy sometimes. It really bothers me. And I don't think they use Jose Alvarado enough. I don't care how small he is. Peyton Pritchard already showed us this year. It doesn't matter. You know, I wish they used those. I wish they used Jose more, and they're not. And it's really
it's because every minute Jose get is a minute Bronson don't get, because you don't want both of them on the court at the same time or against certain teams.
Mm-hmm.
They both too small.
Mel, you also forgetting Embiid was also on one leg that series. So, but it's all good.
Half. He didn't have one. He had half.
And they didn't have VJ. They had They didn't have VJ. Just
they had James. I think they had James. So again, you had nobody.
He said the East comes down to two things: who's going to stink it up. All right, let's go ahead.
I want to play a game with y'all real quick.
All right, go ahead.
because I'm looking at it, and I think how the East is set up right now is how the playoffs is going to be. I think Toronto is going to capture the 7th seed. I think Charlotte is going to capture the 8th. I don't have any faith in Orlando or Miami. So if the season were to end today, it'd be Detroit, Boston, New York, Cleveland, Atlanta, Philly, Toronto, and Charlotte in that order. Real quick, quick fire. I'm gonna say the series. You say who wins and how many games.
So we're assuming the 7-8 seed both go win the playing games.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Detroit, Charlotte.
I mean, I gotta go with Detroit.
Kate playing, right?
I'm going Detroit.
Let's assume Kate is back because again, there's a week off for the play-in, so he gets an extra week.
Hey, we in for a good dude. The East and the West giving us from round one, we getting good shit in the East and the West.
Getting really good.
I'm not gonna get no work done when the playoffs start. Dog. I'm
literally
insane, dog.
Give me Detroit in 5.
Oh, we doing the round. We doing how many games too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 4-1 Detroit.
Man, I got game 7, dog.
I'm going for the sweep.
Detroit with the sweep.
Yeah, I was being nice, bro, but I'm going 5.
I think Charlotte could get one. All right. Boston, Toronto.
Boston.
Give me Boston in 6.
Yeah. I love Tatum. Yeah, Tatum been on a heater.
I got Boston in 6. As much as I love Scotty Barnes and everything he's done in that team, I'm gonna go with Boston.
I got Boston in 6.
I got Boston in 5.
Yeah, give me the sweep.
You want to sweep with that one? All right. New York and Philly.
Healthy Philly.
Give me Philly in 6.
I'm gonna say
Philly in 6.
I'm gonna say Philly in 6 or 7.
Well, Joel go miss if they go 6 games. Joel go miss at least 1 game.
I think PG and BJ and Maxey is enough. So I'm gonna go Philly in 6.
I'm gonna go Knicks in 7.
Yeah, that's some bull. Look at her screen.
Hey, yo, as soon as that went off, I was like, oh, God.
As soon as she said that, she knows that's some bull.
No, because one thing I think the Knicks are going to do better is rebound in the little things. They're going to do the little things a lot better. So, yeah, I'm going Knicks in 7. And as much as BJ's good, I have to kind of count his playoff series experience out right now. You know, I always got to factor that in. I'm going
defense travels, and he's a good defender. That's how. So,
and then last one is Cavs and Hawks, the 4-5.
Hawks.
Hey,
Mel.
Hey, Mel.
I'm
what's my saying about that one player that plays with Cleveland when the calendar switches to the playoffs?
James Harden. Hey,
in Mexico.
Yeah.
But people always want to highlight James Harden. We gotta talk about.
Oh, Donovan right there with him. They both in Mexico.
We can talk about Donovan Mitchell and
them boys both checked
the
out.
Cavs. Yeah, we got to talk about Kenny Atkinson too, because neither one of those guys have showed any postseason credibility. Just saying.
Listen, every game they got left, I think it's 5 games left in the season. They put another outfit in the bag, and when the season's over with, the bag is in the car, and they on their way to the airport. Them niggas is gone. Give me Atlanta in 5.
That's hilarious. I'm still looking at the Cavs winning that series. Believe it or not, I think we're gonna see a postseason Harden we've never seen before. That's what I'm hoping for.
Man,
a postseason Spider. We're gonna see it, man. And you know what?
I'm hoping to hit the Powerball too.
Hey, with James Harden and Mitchell, you got Houdini and Casper the Friendly Ghost on that squad, man. They both go disappear.
Are you talking about
James and Donovan Mitchell?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Evan and Jared. Okay.
No, them that's gonna be your number 1 and number 2.
Mm-hmm. They all do magic.
And then I mean, I don't have that much faith in the Dennis Schroeder or the Keon Ellis of it all either. I don't know where the status.
Schroeder go show up.
I think he's gonna show up.
You're gonna have to.
You know what I noticed about him? When he shows up, he kind of just shows up as him, and it has nothing to do with the system. Sometimes I feel like he goes off script a lot.
Yeah, for real.
Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I just really feel like Schroeder goes like, but he takes forever to make a decision. And
He
that's
ain't
what
scared of the
bothers
bright
me
lights
about
though.
Schroeder.
He go show up when they need him. He ain't scared of the bright lights, but they're gonna have to change the Cavs team to the Magic. Cleveland Magic, with all the magic they're gonna be doing with the disappearing acts, it's gonna be crazy. Trust me.
Are we
I'm
doing the
with
West?
you.
Are we doing the West, Mel?
I didn't answer. I'm with you. I do think they get past the first round. I think it's gonna be
Getting
close,
past-
but
Getting past Atlanta. You think Atlanta's inexperience is gonna get a hold of them?
yeah, I think that's what's gonna get a hold of them. But outside of that, that'll be it. That's gonna be their championship round.
Hey, shout out, Jeff, man. If you wish upon a Harden, you just wasted a wish.
Listen, y'all, watch, clip all this. We'll come back and see. I'm nervous, but
oh man,
Hey,
we ain't gonna have time.
this is a big bet, Bree. You putting a lot on it because
I am.
for the last 10 years we've seen what Harden is in the playoffs, dog. I'm a golly.
Oh, Bree, who'd you go with?
I got the Cavs going. I got the Cavs with this one. You know, I'm gonna give
So
Kenny,
me and you agree.
Donovan. I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm gonna give Kenny and Spider. I'm gonna give them one more, and Harden. They get one more chance for me.
The thing, I think they get past the first round. I think
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
agree.
it.
Yeah.
Then I get after the first round, they're gonna go home.
Bye. But I think they get past all.
But they fun in the comments. Hey, we're not gonna have. We got 2 topics left. We only gonna have time for one, so we're not gonna do the Jaden Ivy one unless y'all want to.
What was the other one?
Are we doing the West Coast for Chris's game, or are we just staying with East? Okay.
Nah, because time restraints. You know, we at 2:15. We got 15 minutes left to hit 2:30.
What was the other? What was the other topic?
Kobe. Something Max Kellerman said that was interesting. Want to hear it?
I don't care about the Jaden Ivey one too much.
Yeah, that was gonna get too deep anyway. Max Kellerman and Rich Paul podcast is diabolical. If you want fluff and scuttlebutt, that is the podcast to go and watch. And the newest scuttlebutt was kind of interesting though, because he was talking about the players that held the title of best player in the league and how long they held it for. And he said something interesting where he said that Kobe only held that title for 3 years. But I give you the whole rundown of what he said.
How many players have ever been the best player in basketball, arguably even for one season? You could argue KG was the best player in basketball for a season. Dirk, I think the year they won the championship, Kawhi. And then I think the guy you have the best argument for at least a year is Steph. Here's arguably the best player for multiple years. Okay, I'll do it in chronological order.
Okay.
Moses Malone.
Now, wait a minute. I'm just saying I was born in 1990.
Okay,
Max.
all right.
Jesus.
Okay, but I'm just telling you, living through the era before Bird took over,
Okay,
and after
Uncle Mo.
Kareem
Okay.
was declining a little, Moses had 2 years.
I
where
love
I'd say
him.
he's the best
Listen, I
player.
love Uncle Mo. So
Magic,
he's my guy.
Duncan, and KD.
Where's Dwayne Wade for at least 1 year?
Yeah, you could. Okay, here's the guys. I'll say apologies to them because you could argue it, but I don't think the argument is as strong. Dr. J, Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade. Now let's get to the guys who, since the advent of the three-point shot, were the best player in the game for 3 years or more. You could say Kareem. However, the more I think about it, the more I think Kareem's in the 2 years of best player, because Moses was coming up as he was coming down. Kareem was the best player right before, he straddled the 2 eras, the pre-modern and then modern era. But strictly speaking, I'd have to take Kareem out because he was already declining a little bit after 79, 80.
You're definitely going viral.
Okay, I'm gonna have one more layer. Definitely the best player for at least 2 years in the league.
Okay.
Definitely. Kareem, Bird, MJ, Hakeem, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, and Jokic. Because Hakeem, when Jordan went away, was the best player in the league for 2 years.
I was going to say, why are you naming Michael Jordan? Of course they were.
But I'm saying definitely 2 years. Now
No,
we'll
that
get
has to be 3 years. Okay.
Now let's get
now
to
3
the
years. Okay.
best for at least 3 seasons.
This is actually pretty fun.
Bird, MJ, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Jokic. Jokic is on the list. Best player for more than 3 seasons in the world is only 2 names. And they were doing it both for,
let me guess,
7 or 8 seasons plus.
Michael and LeBron.
Right. That's why that argument comes down to that. Apologies to Kobe fans. But when you're talking about 7, 8, 10 years where you are the best player in the world. Like everyone else kind of stops at 3. Kobe, you could argue, actually went up to 4 or 5, but LeBron and MJ, there are at least 7 years.
Do y'all agree that Kobe was only the best player in the league for 3 years?
No, because the math, I was okay at math, right? But these 3 years that he's speaking of,
he probably only
It
speaking
must
of the
be-
3 years that went to the finals. The 3 years he went to the finals with Paul Gasol. So they lost to the Celtics, then they beat the Magic, and then they beat the Celtics. That's the 3 years he's talking about. So he's talking about
2008 to 2011.
Yeah, I guess that's the 3 years he's talking about. Or unless he's saying that LeBron was still like some people have this idea that LeBron has been the best player in the league
since he came into the league.
Since he was born.
Yeah, they say
and I'm glad you picked up on that, because that's why the math the math wasn't collecting for me, because LeBron came in 03, correct?
Was it 3 or 05? 03. Was it 03?
03.
He got drafted in 03.
That's the year that Kobe averaged 30 points.
And so we not saying Kobe wasn't the best player in the league that year?
Listen, Kobe was third in MVP voting in 03 and 02, 03.
When he lost to Nash?
Probably so. He was third in MVP voting. He was 8th in Defensive Player of the Year vote. He was NBA first team and defensive first team and averaged 30.
Ooh.
I'm trying to figure, and he played all 82 games as well. I'm trying to figure out what year that people are saying LeBron became the best player in the league. Because in my estimation, the last 2 championships the Lakers won with Shaq and Kobe, Shaq was not the number one. I think Kobe was. I think the last one they won, and then the one they lost against Detroit.
So what's that?
Kobe was better than Shaq then. So I'm trying to figure out who was the best in the league. Was it Duncan? Was it Kobe? Was it Shaq? Was it KG? I'm thinking Kobe been the best in the league from probably 2002 all the way until he tore his Achilles.
Which was?
He tore his Achilles in, let me see what year that was. That was the year that had Dwight. How he tore his Achilles in 2011?
No, it was after.
I think 2012, 13. Yeah, because it was toward the end of the season. They was trying to make a playoff push.
So 2002 to 2013, 11 years. In those 11 years, let's go look at LeBron. LeBron came in 03. If you want to say 07, when he took that Cavaliers team to the finals.
Yeah, but that's the year Kobe had to come save them in the Olympics. What year was that Kobe had to come play in the Olympics and win for them?
08?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then he came, and after he so he lost to Boston, and then he came and won the Olympics, and then he came back and beat Orlando in the finals, and then he beat Boston again. So that was going on from 07 to 2010. Like him winning gold for the US and getting 2 out of 3 finals.
Mm-hmm.
So it couldn't have been LeBron then. So at the very least, it was Kobe.
Wait, because so lost to Boston 08, followed that up with gold.
Olympics.
Then won in 2009 and 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So 08 to 2010. Then he tore his Achilles. Yes.
I think he tore his Achilles in 2012, 2013.
Okay, which would have been LeBron's first ring in Miami, or second if it was the 2013 season. That was his second championship.
I think LeBron became the best player in the league that year when Kobe tore his Achilles.
Yeah, I can't see any year before that LeBron was better than Kobe.
What you think, Brie and Britney?
I personally think this goes deeper than basketball for these people. If I'm being honest, like I just feel like some players, as talented and as great as they are, and as much success as they will have, they're never going to get the credit that they deserve from certain media folks, I guess you could say, because of whatever reason. They don't like them for whatever reason. And I think this is a similar situation. Me personally.
Yeah,
I think it's deeper than basketball.
It definitely is, but I'm whatever Max Kellerman's thought process is on this, and he's saying Kobe was it for 3 years and Bron was it for almost 8-9 years. I think it's actually the opposite. I think Kobe was it for 8 or 9 years, and LeBron was it for about 4 years before Steph and KD came in and made it murky and muddy for him. Because I know for a fact KD was better than LeBron
in 2012.
From the year KD won his first his only MVP. That's when KD became better than LeBron, in my opinion.
Well, when did LeBron start that 8 finals appearance in a row run?
2011.
In Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
So four in Miami, then he
four
went to
in Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah,
and then that was 8. Oh, that was the 8 right there. Yeah,
8.
And then
So it started his first year in Miami, which is the year that Kobe tore his Achilles.
And I think also, no, KD won in 2012. He won MVP in 2012.
Yeah. So yeah.
And to be honest with you, man, OKC was the better team. Man,
they wasn't.
Yes, they were. OKC was gonna dog them niggas, bro. But LeBron and that super team experiment could not fail 2 years in a row. David Stern would not allow that to happen. They could not let that team fail 2 years in a row. Game 1 showed you everything you need to see. They was finna dog Miami.
I mean, they probably was playing better than Miami, but Miami had a better squad, dog. Ray Allen, not Paul Pierce, D Wade, LeBron, Mike Miller, like they had a squad, dog. The OKC Thunder was young. KD was like 23. Harden and Westbrook was like 21, 22. That was too young, dog. It just wasn't their year. They was balling. It wasn't their year though.
This is way off topic, but Cooper Flag had 45 points tonight.
Who they play?
Woohoo!
Against Orlando.
He's trying to get off. See, the Magic, they disappeared.
I'm just saying.
Believe in Magic.
Dallas done had
They
this
still
E next.
playing.
Dallas done had this E next to their name on ESPN for so damn long.
Mm-hmm.
Good job on the 45.
Yeah,
He trying to get the Rookie of the Year.
He gonna get it. Who else?
He's definitely gonna get it. I saw a stat comparison. I mean, I know that Khan has broken some records for the Hornet organization and the league overall. But if you look at their stats compared, Coop's eating them up.
45 and lost though. They're losing by 15. Though.
They're
What's going on
losing,
with-
and he shot 28 shots. So
What's going
What's
on
up,
with
Brittany?
Paolo What's his name? Paolo Banchero?
Paolo Banchero.
Banchero. What's going on with him this year? I ain't heard much.
He had an injury last year, and I don't think he recovered from it yet. And I think I think he had a shape too.
I don't think it has anything to do with the injury. I did see things about him and the coach not really getting along. I don't know. And then the addition of Desmond Bain, I don't think it's just not working.
Yeah,
and his plus or minus, he's averaging like a negative 700 plus or minus right now, something like that.
This is
playing fact, man.
This is a very interesting point. And maybe that's why he dunked on him so angry. Like,
hey,
okay, he now has 50 points. By the way, Cooper Flag has 50 points
as a rookie. Yeah, he go win it.
Come on, yo.
Yeah, just this game alone, this go win him the Rookie of the Year.
He won
6
that as soon as
rebounds,
before he even
assists.
got drafted.
Nah, but Khan was making it tough for him, dog. They was about to split the baby. They was about to give it to him both.
I like this comment right here, Mel. Do we take away from that because he had D Wade and Bosh? Him being the best player in the league?
I mean, no, because I can still evaluate how good he was, regardless of who his teammate was. Like,
was he that good? But was he that good because he had those teammates?
No, he was that good. Like, he was that good in Cleveland. He just wasn't better than Kobe, and he knew that. He admitted that. So what they do is try to say Shaq was good longer than what he actually, like, he was the best longer than what he actually was, just so they can undermine Kobe. So they'll stretch Shaq all the way out to 2000.
They'll do what now?
Stretch Shaq all the way out to 2006 just to undermine Kobe, and then be like, oh, and that's when LeBron picked it up. That's what they do.
Bro, Chris, stop.
I already know what he was saying. I know what he was trying to get in. I ain't falling for it. But they try to inflate Shaq's length of how long he was the best just to undermine Kobe, and then give it right to LeBron and say LeBron took it from his third, fourth year in the league, which was not true. he was the guy that the game plan was to back off of him and give him the jump shot in the finals was not the best player in the league. You could not have done that year to Kobe and say back off of him 6 feet, give him the jump shot, and that was going to work. You could not switch your screen with JJ Barea, Jason Terry, or Jason Kidd and say, with no double team, stay in front of LeBron in the finals, and him average 17 points in the finals. You was not going to do that. So that you can't convince me that LeBron was the best player in the league until he went to Miami and just destroyed everything.
I like this comment right here. They say Shaq was better longer than he was, and they say D Wade was better shorter than he was.
Facts. And then conveniently, Shaq wasn't good no more as soon as he started playing with LeBron. But he was phenomenal when he was with D Wade and phenomenal when he was with Kobe. But as soon as he played with LeBron, Shaq was washed. And also D Wade was washed when he played with LeBron. LeBron fans are crazy, dog.
Well, Shaq in Cleveland. I don't know.
Hold on. Shaq in Cleveland was the same Shaq that got traded from LA. Did you see what Detroit did to him in the finals? They lost 4-1, dog, with Shaq and Kobe and Karl Malone and Gary Payton. They lost 4-1 because Shaq was fat and was getting outplayed by Mimino Kerr. Mimino Kerr was stepping out to the three-point line. And all they did, Larry Brown game plan for Shaq was, hey, Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace, as soon as we get a rebound, run as fast as you can to the other side. Shaq's he's not going to keep up. And then they brought his fat ass out of the paint and in screening roles with Chauncey Billups and Mimino Kerr, and Shaq was getting exposed.
This gonna make it to Shaq's desk.
Go watch that fight. Go watch Shaq, dude. Look, Shaq will admit they was like, Shaq, be honest, man. They had you listed at 390 that last year in LA. How much did you?
God damn.
390.
That's what he was able. That's what he was listed at. He was listed at 390. Shaq said, "I was well over 400 pounds that year."
That's
well over 400 pounds. You want to see a picture of Shaq that last year in LA? Why you think Jerry West was like, "Oh nah, he got to go"? Why do you think they lost 4-1? And why do you think Jerry West was like, "Get rid of this fat motherfucker now"? It's the Kobe era right now. If Shaq was the best player on that league, why the hell they trade him and not say, Kobe, you got to make this work? They got rid of his fat ass for Lamar Odom.
For those of y'all who are new to the show, Mel has permanent beef with overweight NBA players.
The overweight lover is not supposed to be on the basketball court. That is Heavy D in the boys.
He's supposed to be in the music video.
Yeah, you keep that on the video doing a Starburst dance and the butterfly. With the hammer pants on, but you do not bring your fat ass to the finals to play Detroit and Rasheed and Ben Wallace, and you can't run up and down the court.
Bruh.
No. He was not the best. It was Kobe. Kobe was the best player on that team the last 3 years that Shaq was there. I'm sorry.
Said Shaq was Heavy D plus the boys in one.
Shaq, come on, man. There's no way you should be playing at 400 pounds.
That's heavier than like a linebacker.
Yeah, he been
What's the
holding on to
average
this. You
linebacker?
can hear the emphasis every time he say fat ass.
Way heavier than a
was great.
linebacker.
He's like, man, he get his fat ass off the. This fat son of a bitch. He's fat.
That's the type of coaching we need to bring back.
Nah,
Mel
man.
need to go to the NBA, man. He'll
Nah,
have
'cause
Luka,
they're in the
he'll have
comment
Luka
section
180
trolling, man.
and
You,
flying.
you're not gonna convince me the big sandwich eating motherfucker was the best player on the Lakers team at 400 plus pounds, dog.
Mel gonna be crushing Ozempic in there. G gonna be spiking their drink. Ozempic.
Oh, man.
He said this big sandwich eating motherfucker.
Hey, yo.
Nah, that's way heavier than a linebacker. That's like 200 plus pounds heavier than a linebacker.
That's a lineman.
Right. That might be heavier than a average lineman.
That's a center and a guard.
That's a sumo wrestler.
Go back and watch that Detroit series, y'all, and y'all tell me who the best person on that team was. Go back and watch. They lost because of Shaq, dog. He was exposed on defense, and when they ran up, like the game plan was to run. That was their game plan, just run. He's not gonna keep up. That was the game plan. That's crazy. Just watch it, dude. I watched that 4-1 debacle. I was on my first ship in the Navy in Virginia, and I watched that thing every night. And every morning we came back to the ship to work. We was like, "Oh shoot, Detroit about to beat LA." We was shocked, and I was rooting for Detroit. Because I hated Kobe. I hated Kobe's guts because he embarrassed Scottie Pippen when he was with Portland. And he crossed Scottie Pippen up at half court. Scottie Pippen went and sat in the scores on the scores table. That's how bad he got crossed over. He left the camera view and fell into the scores table, dog. I said, man, I hate that little dude, man. I hate Kobe. I hated Kobe, dog. Hated him. He embarrassed Scottie Pippen like that, man. That wasn't right. And he was arrogant, man. He was arrogant. They was cheating for him. Man, it was crazy, dog. But anyway, I'm over my soapbox.
I'm glad you got that off your chest, man. Do you feel better? How do you feel right now? You feel good?
I don't feel good because people still think Shaq was the best the whole time he was in LA. But all of a sudden, magically, he go to Miami and Wade's the best. You mean to tell me he's on a team with Kobe and he's better than Kobe, but the very next year he's on a team with Wade and Wade's better than him as a second-year player? Like, people got to be real, dog. And he got back in shape to go to Miami because Phil made him. I mean, not Phil, but Pat Riley made him get in shape. That nigga was fat the last 3 years in LA and was complaining, and he was blaming the big toe injury he had, which was a bad injury. It almost retired him. But your toe is hurting because you're carrying 500 pounds on that toe.
Begging for his life.
It's crazy, man. Oh man, all right. Y'all got anything else before we end it?
I think you said it all, brother.
I
think you gave us a great soliloquy. That was outstanding.
You was
Shaq, if you hear that, come on.
That was
talk.
outstanding, man.
You had
He know I
24
ain't
hours
lying.
to respond, Shaq.
He know I ain't lying. Y'all go back and watch that Detroit series, please.
He don't like fat NBA players, man. He don't. This is just.
I like him on stage with the boys, though. Heavy D the boys. That's where you belong.
Nah, they can't move like
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah, do that. Oh, I love it when you call me Big Papa or some big pun. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Something like that. But you do not belong on no basketball court.
Shaq was crushing too much.
Man, Shaq was drinking Orange Crush every day. That dude was out of shape. Well, he was in shape. He was round, but
All
Circle
right,
is in
guys.
shape.
And appreciate y'all. All the engagement.
Oh, my
was
goodness.
fantastic.
It was a good show, man. Good show.
Mhm.
I
Shout out to
think
the callers, man. Shout out to YD and Brian for calling, man. Appreciate y'all.
real quick. I think South Carolina gonna eat whoever please them.
Texas look bad.
They both UCLA and Texas look bad.
Oh no, yeah. Dawn about
The
to
way
get
South
another one.
South Carolina's defense is.
Dawn about to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Gino
go. Let me
gonna be
see.
mad, too.
Let's go.
Well, you know UCLA. They was the one. They was about to play South Carolina that year when they put that dirty debutantes article in the New York Times. It was one of
Bro,
those.
ain't no way. It's the fourth quarter and it's 33-28.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they airballing jump shot, mid-range jump shots. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We go catch y'all on. Well, I have a solo show next week, and then we'll see y'all again with the full panel on Friday. It's gonna be a good show. Don't forget, we all gonna be in North Carolina at the end of this month.
Yes.
In our new studio. We're gonna be live on location. Y'all get to see our new stuff that we've been working on, man. So appreciate all the members that been contributing financially to help us bring y'all some better stuff. Y'all get to see it April 24th. All right. Peace.